Play the game with no timeouts. You ride my wave, you're getting wiped out. Big mistakes get white out. I spot you like a lighthouse. Watch your moves like a night owl. On a full moon, wolves gon' howl. Can't bounce back, no rebounds. I show up like me how.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Tip Off. I am your host, Iceman and Eskimo. Y'all know the preseason game. I sent you a link, Joey. Preseason game was on this morning, early 8 o'clock for those who wake up early, you know what I mean? Seen some of it, didn't catch all of it, watch the replay. I got John, I got Leave, I see Joey in the chat, Notorious. I sent you a link, I believe, on Twitter if you want to pull up. You know what I'm saying? So this time, I know, shout out to Breezy. I seen y'all on Breezy on podcast earlier, but I'm gonna go this way with it. The title of this one is "What Did Y'all See?" What did y'all see? All right, I sent it to you. What did y'all see? Now I noticed the first thing I noticed was Cam Thomas had 6 assists. So that's 10 assists in 2 preseason games. Is this different? Is this a different Cam? Even though it's preseason, and Bree's not up here, so we gonna make this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dabble in this while Bree's not here. But is this different for Cam right now? Is this a different angle for him? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going out there trying to drop buckets, you know what I'm saying? He dropping a little bit of assists. I got you, Joey. Hold up. Go ahead, y'all. What y'all think?
John, you go first, bro. You said first.
Yeah, listen, first off, to everybody who got up this morning, congrats, because that was not easy. Some of us might have had coffee or a bagel. The Nets had a bowl of ramen before they tipped off. Yeah, listen, Cam Thomas, the Brooklyn Nets in the first quarter was tremendous. 10 for 10. Cam was 6 for 6 in the first quarter, and he had 6 assists, which were the leading for the team. So, yeah, listen, the first 2 games, Cam is trying to implement himself more into Jordy's system, which is finding the extra guy for the extra pass, and Cam is kind of doing that for these first 2 games, and that's kind of what we wanted to see from Cam this year. We already know what Cam can give you offensively. He can crush the matchups that he has advantage on just with what he can do from mid-range or three-point shot, but really for this year, it's how he can elevate the playmaking and his teammates around him. For the first 2 games, we've definitely seen him try to do that, but we also know at the end of the day, Cam wants to score, and even in his interview after the game today, they said, are you going to implement this more into your game going forward? And he said, nah, I'm just going to be Cam Thomas. So this could be good for Cam's progression right now, or it could potentially not be, because Cam said on some games I'm going to score, and some games I'm going to try to be a better playmaker. It really depends on who we're faced on any given night, and if Cam really will take this to the next level with his playmaking. And for him, if he wants a big contract in a year or two away, he's going to have to make playmaking just as elite as his scoring. And I think for this game today in China, I thought Cam definitely helped set the tone early, finding buckets, finding his teammates, and just seemed like he was very confident on that side of the game. It's just we got to see this in regular season for like the first 10, 15 games. If he could average, let's say, 5 assists for the first 10 games, you could kind of get a sense that Cam really is trying to make playmaking a huge part of his skill set going forward, and really just have to see it play out. But for these first 2 preseason games, he's definitely trying. I could see that much, but it's going to be tough, because if Cam has a great month in November, December 15th could really change a lot with his future on this team and his future going forward after this season. So, yeah, I think it's a good start for Cam on the playmaking side, but we got to see how this translates in the first 10, 15 games to see if this really is Cam Thomas turning over a new leaf with his playmaking to his game.
All right, Leave, go ahead. What you got?
Well, I'll be honest with you, bro. The game is, to me, was a foregone conclusion, because I pretty much knew it was going to happen, because the reason why I knew it was going to happen, because one, I'm not stupid. 2, that's been how most of our games have gone in the past 2 years anyway, with Cam Thomas going off in the first quarter, and then the defense on the other, and then the other team's defense makes adjustments, and they start sending a double, and next thing you know, bro, like, we don't have nobody elite enough that could break down defenses and beat double teams consistently, to where somebody on the team is basically gonna make them pay, and we got enough players around them to make it pay. But the thing with Cam Thomas is most of them assists came in the first half, and most of them assists came in a lot of situations that was pretty easy enough to get assists, bro. Like it didn't come when the defense mounted up after the first quarter. It didn't come in the second half because obviously the 24 minutes. This game to me was really more about rotations.
Okay.
Um, the like I when I looked at the rotations, some of the it's very few of the rotations that I liked. Some of them just really sucked. This just not. It's just not it. I mean, Clowney has worked on his body. I mean, I think he worked on his physicality, the look of it and everything. But in terms of him dribble drive, finishing around the basket and finishing in traffic, from 4 to 5, basically our whole team really ain't shit in terms
Mm-hmm.
of finishing in front of defense, bro. Like I mean, in front of defenses in multiple amounts of traffic, bro. Like we don't have that. And my thing is that if you're gonna get passers, if you're gonna get facilitators, you got to get finishers to complement them. You got to get big body. You got to get somebody that's gonna put pressure on that paint, not put pressure on the mid range, not put pressure as a shot creator, not put pressure as a 3 point shooter. You got to get dudes that's gonna put pressure on the paint and to match with these type of archetypes of players. So like realistically, I did like a lot of players individually. Obviously, Danny Wolf offensively he could fill up a stat sheet in 8 minutes. In
Hold
eight
on. Yeah.
minutes. That not. I'm
Don't
just going over everybody on in the game. I guess because what was the question? I think what was the question now about the game?
about Cam.
It was
Yeah,
about
we're
Cam
gonna get. Oh,
Thomas.
yeah,
About
Oh,
yeah,
Cam
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Let me just stick to Cam Thomas then. My bad, because
Yeah.
I'm getting all off balance. So
Yeah.
about Cam, I don't think it's more about him adding this to his game. I think this is about Jordy adding this to his game. Jordy is in his ear saying, "Yo, you got to see the floor more. You got to read the defense more. You got to read the defenses better. You got to see your lobs better." Because last year, if you look at the start of the season last year, this time last year, he wasn't making a lot of them reads. You know what I'm saying? The reads obviously got better. The passes, the lob passes to Claxton is much more crisp.
Uh-huh.
Is much more on point. The pass out of shots is a little bit better. I mean, it's still a little bit spunky, but it's all right. I mean, but other than that, when the defense starts to adjust and they start sending 2, 6, 8 niggas at him, bro, like he's like before, like once he takes like first two dribbles and then the time of possession is a little bit too long, he's basically, he could get somewhat neutralized. And that's not necessarily his fault. It's more of an X's and O's type of fault because in order for Cam Thomas to avoid them type of traps and them type of double teams, his action off the ball has to be quicker. One of the reasons why Steph Curry don't get doubled that much off the ball because he's not holding the ball that long. You know what I'm saying? So for small players, for players that's undersized that don't really have the athletic traits to really run through the defense and then just basically move and power their way through shit, bro. Like they got to do things a lot much faster. If you look at how Steph works, Steph is working with one action, bro. Like I'm coming off the ball quick. I'm shooting that shit, and that's how he's getting it down. But other than that, if you look at other guys like big guards, is the only ones that could let the double come in and they know what they're doing. Luca could allow that shit to come. He knows what he's doing. SGA could allow that shit to come. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Cam doesn't have that advantage. What Cam and Jordy Fernandez need to continue on is working a lot off ball and playing a lot more faster because
Right.
Nolan Trey on the backcourt with Cam Thomas. I tell you, this is top 10, one of the fastest players in the league, and players in basketball, not the league, not overseas, not in this draft. It's one of the top 10 players in basketball today. So, like, I mean, they got to figure out a way to use that and play that to their advantage. And if you got all these passes, that means the ball needs to move quicker, and everybody needs to be quicker with their actions and quicker with their actions off the ball and not being stagnant and not being unconfident in what they're doing, bro. Everything needs to be very, very quick in order for Cam Thomas to really not see these double teams and see these same inflammations of defense and these defense adjustments that he's been seeing for the last 2 years ever since he sort of started getting 31 minutes. So if the only way to really adjust to that is basically with more speed.
All right, Joey, what you got? You think this is new for Cam? 10 assists, 2 games. Is this a new page in the books for Cam that we're gonna see this season? What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a new Cam Thomas. I think he's grown. I think we're gonna see that this season. But I think we have to understand that it's a tale of two halves because yes, Cam was getting pressured, and yes, some of that is his fault. He needs to get the ball out of his hand quicker. But we also have to understand that his teammates have to make themselves readily available too when
Mm-hmm.
he's getting pressured like that. So Cam Thomas can definitely do it when he has the space and the time. We've seen that in the first quarter, but it's going to be hard for him when teams are keying in on him and they're pressing him when they're knowing that he's really the only guy out there that can really get a bucket and they want to get the ball out of his hands. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what we saw in the second quarter. But he definitely could do it. And he's put that on display. I mean, he threw a beautiful lob to Clax over the top. He is like he's reading the defenses. He's understanding it. He's even manipulating a lot of the shit through PNRs and shit like that. So he
Mm-hmm.
understands where he wants to go with the ball. He understands what he wants to do, and he understands where he needs to be. He understands where his teammates need to be. But he can only operate like that when he has space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not going to have that space all the time, depending on who he's on the court with, and if teams not allowing him to really create because
Mm-hmm.
we don't have another ball handler out there or another guy that
Right.
could get his own shot. So, but he has the ability to do it. You know, definitely he definitely does it. I mean, he's shown it. You know, so.
Right. Let me move on to Clax because I didn't watch the full, but I didn't miss the beginning when he was on fire. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So I caught a little bit after that, but I seen the points, and I'm like, the points is nice, but the assist is looking real nice in 2 games. But Claxton, this game, last game Clax was all right, but this game, I don't know if it was like you said, Joey, Cam reading defenses or the team just reading the Suns defense because he was getting lobs and he looked active.
He
He looked
was
ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
Clax
mean
looked like.
he was eating because the team was focusing on Cam Thomas and focusing on the guys that was handling the ball, and you know what? He took advantage of Mollywalk's inexperience because Mollywalk has a lot of times he would be caught in la la land, and you know
Mhm.
Clax would just sneak right by him and go and roll to the basket and go over the top. So
Right.
he benefited from a lot of our guys just feeding him based off of a lot of front court inexperience on the Sun side. I mean, he played well, but give the guys the credit that fed him the ball in order for him to play well. So
All
right.
right.
yeah.
Hold on right there. He also had 5 assists. I didn't catch all the assists. Let me know if you've seen the assists, Joe. He had 5 assists this game too.
Oh, I did not. I didn't see too many of his assists. No, I didn't. I can't recall that. Maybe
All
somebody
right.
else can.
They
Um,
must have happened very early in the quarter. I know Cam was finding flaws, but yeah, listen, Nick Claxton is doing exactly what we need him to be doing right now. For the first 2 games, he looks lively, he looks active, he's impacting all sides of the game. I said these playmakers, they should be able to help boost his value. And boy, if this is a preseason treat of what could come for 2 months before a potential trade deadline scenario, Claxton's definitely checking all the boxes, offensively, defensively. He's just being very active and allowing the playmakers to set him up well, and he's getting back to what he did on the defensive end. I mean, if Claxton keeps this up for the first 2 months, there are definitely going to be teams calling saying, "Hey, what can we get for Claxton?" Like, I just think Claxton is in a great headspace right now, and he really is
Mhm.
getting back to what he's doing a few years ago. We know offensively he's never going to be anything close to what he was with the big three because nobody was defending him. But if he could bring this energy every given night and keep the tantrum BS to a minimum, his value is definitely going to start returning in a lot of people's eyes. And I've been one of his most stern criticizers, but I will reward effort, and he's definitely giving you effort right now. And this is just what we need from Clarkson right now to keep raising the bar, moving forward, and let the playmakers help elevate his game because this is the best way we can move forward with Clarkson right now. He has a lot to rebuild with his value, but this is definitely a good start for him. It's just good to see him impacting, everything on different sides of the game. And Jordy said this is going to be Claxton's career year. Well, I want to see it in regular season. Preseason, I'm getting amped up, but I got to see the first 10, 15 games. As I said with Cam Thompson playmaking, I want to see if Claxton can maintain this for the first 10 to 15 games and see if this is a legit leaf that he has turned over and getting back to himself for what he was a few years ago. So, yeah, he's definitely checking a lot of boxes right now. And the 5 assists, that's kind of like what Jordy was hoping for when he wanted to give him a Sabonis role. If he can make that around 4 to 5 assists to start the season, huge boost for Claxton there. So, yeah, I'm liking everything he's bringing so far. It's just we got to see it for the first 10, 15 games if this is legit the Claxton that we want to see this season.
Legitimately, I think that's I agree with a lot of what you said about Claxton, which leads me to believe that center spot is probably going to be vacant once Claxton probably get dealt away at the
Exactly.
deadline,
Yep.
and that center spot in terms of how we want to play to me is up for grabs for Danny Wolf. And the reason why I say
Exactly.
it, and the reason why I say it is because of it, not just because the front office is trying to tank and management and ownership is trying to tank,
Right.
but for the experience, for the experience and for the play style offensively, I think we trying to look for something that we want a more on the offensive side, on the offensive balance at the center position, and
Exactly.
I think Danny Wolf fills that void. The only thing that he's really missing, bro, like is a little bit is showing a little bit more on defense, not fouling, and
Right.
becoming elite defensive rebounding. Because if he could become that, I think our offense picks up in a lot of areas, bro. Like because the best way to counter a lot of offenses is with much more faster offense, bro. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody gonna be playing lockdown defense in this NBA. Ain't gonna be that many. OKC is not a trend. They're not a trend. They're not. I'm here to tell people what OKC is doing is not a trend. They had a lot of fast little itty bitty dudes running around flying to the basketball, and they had Chet Holmgren, who was basically a buck 90 and they could block shots and rebound, bro. Like, but we're not doing that. Obviously, we're going in the space of where high level offense. And if we get defensive stops here and there, bro, we know what to do. Rebound, move the ball up the court, and try to get a quick bucket. But I think the faster that we play, the more and more it suits Cam Thomas, bro, and the less half court sets that we get in, the more and more it suits. So I think we need to run a whole lot more. I'm sick and tired of this slow the ball down shit because that's how defenses is able to set up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like if you got Nolan Trayor, if you got Danny Wolf on the court with Cam Thomas, bro, like you need to be running more. Everything need to be damn 3 to 5 seconds or less. You do not need to be slowing that ball up. That means players ain't. That means in the off season and then in training camp, we ain't work on what we need to work on, and that's speed and that's getting up and down the court as a unit. We need to do
Exactly.
that a whole lot more.
Exactly, and that applies for Claxton and Thomas. Because you see with Claxton right now, with them having all these playmakers and the pace being quicker, you see Claxton being more lively, and he's in a lot of set plays. Once Claxton slows down his game, you guys have seen it. It's easy for bigs to stop him. It's easy for other players to just lock him up. And same for Cam as well with the double teams like Leaf is talking about. Because you saw it in every quarter, it started out hot, but second, third, fourth, the defenses, got fixed on the Sun side, and they were definitely taking the ball out of Cam's hands. And for Cam and Claxton, for both of them for these first 2 months, before December 15, they both have to have a quick pace on this team if both of them want to have a great start to this season. So I totally agree with Leaf. Like, Jordy wants a fast tempo. And so far, Cam and Claxton are showing that in the beginning of games. It's just, can they carry that for four whole quarters? That's where it's going to be a struggle for them this season. But they're definitely starting out on a good note with the pace. It's just that's what they got to maintain if both of them want to maximize their value. So at least you bet the money on that one.
All right, so that's what's up. Yeah, Clax looked a little bit different. He looked a little bit more alive in this
Yep.
preseason game. You know what I mean? To me, I seen him running, seen him dunking. You know what I'm saying? The lobs look like they really set him off. You know what I'm saying? Got him in the game, got him focused a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go down to first before I go to Clowney. I want to talk about Fambo. I seen his interview. He said this was like the first game back, the first game against a legit NBA team. He really didn't do too much. He said he was working back from injury still. You know what I'm saying? I think like the injury throwing him off a little bit, so he's trying to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? With that, didn't see too much of him out there when I was watching. What y'all think about working back from an injury? You know what I'm saying? And you've been on for like he's been on for a while. I want to say anywhere from like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat in that time, and then come back to a preseason game where you expected to perform.
He was definitely rusty. You could just tell, and I think he almost took out Dylan Brooks' legs on a play where they could have probably reviewed that regular season. He might have been given a technical or something like that. But listen, you obviously we all know Fambo put in the work. If we've seen his training videos, he put in the work to build himself in a position to compete for something. And let's call it what it was. It was a dud. It was a dud performance. 10 minutes didn't do much of anything. But like you said, he's trying to get back to conditioning, and this was a huge moment for him. And it's kind of a shame that, like you said, he was injured, so it's been tough for him to kind of find that consistency. And this was a huge game internationally, of course, especially for him, being that's his home area. So, like, yeah, it just wasn't what I think he expected from himself today. What everybody wanted him to do well today. From what I heard from the base, everybody wanted Fambo to get minutes today and have a decent performance. And it's kind of a little upsetting that he couldn't do that for himself. And we still have another game in China on Sunday. I hope Fambo gets at least 10 to 15 minutes and just impacts the game offensively and shows we can do defensively, because I do want Fambo on this team on that final two-way. But this definitely, I don't think it helped him in that for sure. He is returning to conditioning, but he has two more chances on these preseason games to lock something down with this team. He's definitely put in the work, but you definitely got to see him be impactful. And for this one, it was just a dud ice, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens on Sunday, but definitely not what you wanted to see from Fambo today, especially when certain guys like Mr. Whitehead played no minutes whatsoever, and those guys must be upset because they're fighting for the same spots that he's fighting for. So yeah, let's bounce back on Sunday, Fambo. This is your opportunity, your chance. Don't miss it again.
Yeah, what you got? Leaf working back from an injury and expected to perform on your debut. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's basically an uphill battle for him. Not just working back from an injury, but trying to get a spot on an NBA team for
Right.
him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think his archetype I think his archetype. I think his archetype is a great archetype, is a pretty good archetype, but for what an NBA team wants him to do, I don't know if it's necessarily going to fit for a team that like wants to use him. I don't think, bro, like he's here wanting to be used. I think he's here to be used to try to bring a fan base in, because
Mm,
like let's face it, bro. Like, I mean, we look at, like, if you look at most of what we drafted, bro, like we was looking at being certain ethnicities of fan bases in, bro. Like, but what they didn't realize is that Nolan Trayorka actually has elite NBA speed. Ben Saraf actually knows how to use his use movements around the basket and in contact. And Yegor actually is a pretty elite passer. The problem is that they need to work on other stuff in order to fit on the NBA roster, or on this NBA roster going forward. You know what I'm saying? And the other stuff, they need to be put in the right spots. We don't have
Mhm.
the legitimacy as a roster to put these players in the right spots. If we had that, they would be put in the exact spots, and I think Fambo would be included in that. But the thing about Fambo is basically he's fighting for the sort of the same spots that Tariq Whitehead,
yep.
kind of Tyrese Martin, and a lot of other guys that was kind of here last year that they fighting for. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, a lot of players that were here last year, they were kind of considered two-way players or players from the G League, this, that, and the third, and they had them roster spots. Now Fambo is basically fighting an uphill battle for he's got to figure out a way to get rotational spots in front of five rookies. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So, like, in one
Mhm.
of them, which was a lottery pick, and the other ones was basically all in first round. So really, and not to mention, I didn't mention the vets because we know he ain't gonna get no burn against them. He ain't gonna get no burn while they on the roster until they get dealt with, until it's time to tank, and then they put him out there for Asian night, man, and get the Asian baddies up out there, and they put him out there in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like we did the other
Mhm.
young kid last year, man, when he scored and the Asian baddies just came out, man. It was like five of them. For all we know,
Exactly.
he had groupies after the game when we never saw lights a day of him again. So realistically, I think Fanbo is here, man, basically for basically for a crowd increase. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Ben
Mhm.
Saraf and Nolan Trayor, man. We basically got a league like I don't know if y'all remember how the Spurs were in '05. They had the different countries on their jersey when they won the championship because it was a whole bunch of players from different places. They called them the League of Nations. David Stern called them the League of Nations, bro. Like that's kind of what we got.
That's why I
You
call
know,
his team the Brooklyn League of Nations. Sleep.
yeah, but yeah, the
Always
League of Nations. So
interesting.
like, so Fanbo, I think is a part of that whole, you know, a law of trying to bring, you know, he's what I call for an ethnicity increase. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's what we trying to, and that's what the at least the front office is trying to bring. But he seemed like a pretty good basketball player. I just don't know if just don't know if that's good enough for the NBA.
He's definitely got to
Right.
bounce back these next 2 games. That's for
All
sure.
right. So I'm a you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I was interested, still interested to see him play. Just because he had you know what I'm saying, he didn't show out in the first game don't mean he won't have a game where he, you know what I'm saying, come to life and show some real skills that he actually has. Leap, I think that's somewhat right too, because they always looking for an Asian player. We had Jackie last time. They was talking about actually bringing Jackie back, but Jackie was injured and he was going to be injured longer than Fambo, and they said another NBA team might be interested in Jackie. And they were
You ever wonder why some of these, bro? Now the Jackie injury confuses me because somebody said he was injured the night after them baddies showed up, man. So I don't know.
yo,
I mean, I don't know if he caught a cramp, man, like someone in the leg,
oh,
man. You know, NBA
um,
dudes, bro, like they do stuff different, bro. Like you know, they like to swim. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. So, but I ain't gonna go too far on that, man. Shout out to Jackie though and the Asian baddies.
yeah, yeah. Tori, you got something to say about Fambo coming back with injury and his debut didn't play well? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it's expected. I mean the dude is coming back. He hasn't played in a while. He's coming back. He's coming back from injury. I agree with Leaf. It's an uphill battle. Not only that, I mean, he has to get used to everything. He has to get used to game speed. He has to get used to conditioning. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not easy. Um, yeah, he didn't show too much, but I don't know. We'll see next game. Um,
Right.
I, Leaf, I don't agree with you on the point. I get what you're trying to say as far as the different ethnicities. I don't agree that Trayor and Ben Saraf is like in the same category as Fambo because
No, they not. That's why I wasn't trying to implement that. I was trying to implement that. The other players that was basically on like G League contracts or 1 year deals or like add-ons.
exactly.
He was kind of added to like the Tyrese Martin regime. Who else? I dare say Jalen Wilson, but I ain't gonna say Jalen Wilson. I don't think Jalen Wilson gonna be in the roster or is on the roster no more. I'm gonna say guys like Tosan, and he's part of that mold, bro. When this tanking process is over, bro, and we go back to these names of players that probably are good basketball players, they just not good enough for the NBA. That's the names that he's gonna be part of. You know what I'm saying? Like just to name them few, man. Like them G League
I mean, I get it.
two-way
Yeah, he's
players.
a project. I mean, but I
Yeah.
thought it was just like you
The
was
the
just trying to
rookies,
make a
the
connection.
rookies, no, he's not.
The
He's not. No.
connection, like he only got really picked because of his ethnicity or something like that. Which, I mean, I can see that with him, but I think, but you said that wasn't your angle, but Seraph and Treyarch definitely earned their right to be here. For sure. They play professionally. They were going to
Yeah,
get
they
drafted.
did.
they were going to get drafted regardless. Like if we didn't draft them, somebody else was.
Somebody
So
was going to definitely draft Nolan
yeah,
Trayor for
so
sure. Like but the thing is, the thing about Nolan Trayor and Ben Saraf is that because of not just because of the archetypes, but how the way certain lineups work in the NBA and certain rotations work in the NBA, they're basically somewhat competing for the same spot. I might have seen them on the court together maybe for a couple of minutes tonight, and if they're on the court together at this season, it's gonna be during the tanking process of the season. Right now, the thing is, like, nobody tanks in the NBA right from the giddy up, bro. You gotta show that you trying to win, and then all right, yo, if it's time to tank, then you will know when the trades come in, when the trades for some of these veterans, and then 1 year contracts and 1 year expiring deals start coming in, and then we go from there, or we start trading for more picks. You'll know when a team is really tanking, bro, once they start getting rid of players that's trying to win. You know what I'm saying? But to get back to Fambo and all of them other dudes, I feel like our front office got a lot of ethnicity increase on their mind, but to us, them players did deserve the right to be in the NBA. They are professional basketball players elsewhere, and they did earn their right. They put their name in the hat, and they got drafted. You know what I mean? In terms of Nolan and Ben, they definitely they got drafted for sure. But I just think Fambo, even though he's on a 2-way contract and he has elite NBA size, I think the outside of adjusting to game speed, he has to adjust to game contact.
we get it. Fambo is more of a project for sure. He's more of a like a project, a guy you take a swing on. He's not like you put him out there, you see what he could do. You might hit on it, might be something there, it might not. You know what I mean? It's like one of those 50-50 type things. Deal.
Right.
So but yeah, but like Nolan and Ben, like they what I think Nolan was probably projected to be at one time. He was projected to be a top 10 pick or something
Seven.
like
He
that.
was actually around like 7 or even 4
Yeah,
at one
so I
point.
mean
Right.
these guys were they
Yeah,
were
man, Nolan
projected to
Nolan
be.
was up there for sure.
Well,
So Raph, I don't know where he was.
he was
He
supposed
was
to be
up
like
there too.
around 27 and 29 or something like that, or even second round. That's what I saw in
Nah,
mock draft.
Saraf was in the lottery too. Saraf was in the lottery for a while
When
as
he was
well.
like what, 14? Like,
I don't know. I don't know how high he was, but I know him, Drake, and Trayor was in the lottery.
I know he was never above 14, bro. Like, if
Yeah,
you want to say he
yeah.
was in that, if you want to say he was in that
Nah,
lottery, bro, like,
he was above 14, bro. He was above 14.
Wow,
you got you got to send me the
that's
URL. You got to
ridiculous.
send me the
That's
URL. You got to
ridiculous.
copy and
That's
paste the
ridiculous.
URL, bro.
Yeah,
Like, that
Yeah.
says that, bro.
you know what I said on your show, Breeze Show? I said let's switch it up this that game. Let's put Nolan and see what he can do with this team. You did see a bit of a contrast with Nolan and Cam in the backcourt. Defensively, it's going to be tough, but you saw the pace and the speed with those two guys. Your backcourt, you have a quicker tempo than you do with Saraf. So it'll be interesting for Game 3 if they go back to Saraf or they do it with Nolan Trayor. I think both those guys are right now battling for the starting guard position, at least for opening night in the first few games, because it does look like Yegor is not going to be start on time. I've heard nothing that he's playing right now or even doing certain reps and stuff like that. So if there's a little competition between Saraf and Trayor, may the best man win. But if you want to make an entertaining team to the Nets the first few games, it seems like Trayor might get that nod. But I think just going with Saraf because of his experience. But I think Trayor, like, he just needs to bulk up a bit more, get a little better defensive, and have a jump shot. And I think he does have a good shot at getting a starting potential gig with this team. But it's definitely a good back and forth between him and Saraf right now. But I think
Yeah,
Trayor makes their pace a lot quicker than Saraf does. And listen, I'll give it to Saraf. He has some fancy footwork, but I haven't seen nothing spectacular about his game. He still can't hit mid-range shots. He still can't hit three-point shots. He could do an interior play here or there. He does play make somewhat, but does he do stuff that makes you go, whoa? I don't see that. I see Trayor with the
The
speed.
only
I
role
see
yeah,
him.
but
players
the thing, but Treyarch
is
didn't play.
Nolan.
Treyarch didn't play
Nolan is
great today.
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I
No.
say
Trayo
Treyarch
didn't
didn't
play
play great
great,
today.
but
He's fast,
no.
absolutely. I give you that, but you know what? He has to get some kind of physicality about him because you
Of
know what?
course. Of
He got the
course.
ball taken away from him today. They were
Mhm.
trying to bully him. His speed ain't gonna save him all the time, bro. Like
No, I,
this,
t- I, t- I
this,
totally agree
I
with you on
mean,
that.
you
this,
know,
Just
this.
Raph needs
it's
to work on
not,
a
but
lot of
it's a
his game
start,
too.
bro. Like if you got something elite going into the league right away, bro, like you could work from there and it could evolve. You know what I'm saying? But I think in terms of being polished offensively, I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. I think Danny Wolf is the most polished offensively, bro. Like, and I'm
Mm.
gonna say it. Like, I'm gonna continue this to say it because I think that center position,
Yeah,
bro, like
yeah.
at some point of the season, bro, like is going to be his. Especially if a team come
Man,
knocking on
you
the
talking
door
about
for Nick
center
Claxton.
position? He might take the point guard position, man. He might
Hold
take
Yo,
on,
Jaegor's spot.
hold on.
wait,
Y'all speeding up. Y'all speeding up. Don't
yeah,
get to
there it is.
Danny.
We want the tapes. We want
I'm
the tapes.
I
about to
don't
talk.
even know if Diego a point guard. Be honest with you.
Hold
He's a
on. We about to get
connector.
there.
But
We about to get there. We about to
Danny
get
was
there.
running point for that whole fourth quarter.
Don't speed up the show. Don't speed up the show. Hold up. Because now I'm talking about. I want to talk about Clowney and Danny, right?
Okay.
Clowney and Danny. I'm gonna read the numbers. Clowney, 18 minutes, 4 for 9, 3 for 3 from three, 4 rebounds, and 13 points. Danny, 14 minutes. I'm gonna put Dayron in this one too. 14 minutes, 3 for 5, 1 for 1 from three, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 points. Dayron Sharp, 19 minutes, 3 for 6 from the field, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 8 points. Now, lead to your point, seeing if Danny could, what you say, if he can rebound at a high level. Well, he's damn near up there with Dayron in this game with rebounds. You know what I'm saying? His minutes are shorter. He hit the 3 ball, 3 for 5 on the field, 11 points. And Clowney, same thing, like 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 3. Like Clowney is shooting lights out, bro. Like his 3 point shot.
Clowney is shooting lights out, but Clowney's problem is finishing in traffic around the basket, bro. Just like every other big on our damn team, bro. Like
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm a little bit sick and tired of this soft shit. Every time somebody with some height get in front of
In
these
front of them,
dudes, bro.
yeah.
Like like I need to see somebody take a tiger knee right to the chest or some shit, bro. Like I need somebody to enforce. I need a good offensive foul to let them know you there and you coming through with malice intent. I don't need you bullshitting and pussyfooting around, bro, around the basket, bro. Like I need you being grown man strength around there, bro. Go in there like you mean it, bro. Like and nobody is on this team is going in there with no force or authority
Totally
around the
agree
goal
with you, Leaf.
when somebody is in front of them, bro. Like every time somebody get in front of them, they settle. I see the same move from Dayron and goddamn Claxton. Yo, jab. I'ma spin off and do the one hand hook. I'm sick and tired of that move, bro. Like I hate that move. That's the
Them
worst
niggas
move in
ain't got no
basketball.
bunny, cause them niggas ain't got no bunnies, bro. They just big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If you gonna fade away and shoot, bro, like listen, I'm expecting that more from Danny Wolf than anything because out of everybody that we drafted, bro, this year he probably is the best shooter.
nah, fuck that. You know what be killing me is when they be right underneath the rim and they trying to do layups. I'm like, motherfucker, punch that shit. And they be
For
missing the
Right.
real.
layups. They
Right.
missing bunnies right in front of the rim. I'm like, you should be punching
It
that.
seemed like Claxton is only dunking, bro, when he got a lob or he got
Yeah,
a
when
clear lane to the
That's what
because
basket.
Claxton
because
does. That's what Claxton
he
does.
don't
Like,
got no
yeah,
bunnies, Leaf. He
No,
can't
yeah.
jump off
I
the
don't even think it's
hold on,
about the
real quick.
bunnies. Like I
Notice
need you
that
to finish
he can't
over somebody.
real quick. He can't jump off the vert like that. Notice how Classic can only really dunk when he's getting momentum to rolling towards the basket, running towards the basket.
Probably that back injury.
He need he he needs a head start. Like it's a difference between getting a head start and dunking and you dunking off the vert.
That's true.
You know what
Now,
I
That
mean?
is
It's
true.
like
I will say this though about Clown. I don't know if you guys saw in the
I
game
think
second.
we go in the direction of finesse big, bro, and I think Danny Wolf, just in terms of his overall skill set, is gonna fit that. I'm okay with it to a T because the defense of the let's play defense and run up the court part of the experiment that the Nets been doing in the past couple of years clearly ain't been working because Clax is only Debo man around some stars, bro. Like and then when he got to score with somebody in front of him, we see the same move, jab with the left
So that's
foot,
he gonna
go
do
to the
that head
right,
fake.
and spin off, and the dude was still in front of you. That move is
He
not
gonna put
getting
the
you
ball on the
nowhere.
floor and then pick it up and do that stupid head fake and
Yeah,
then try to go
and
up
then
and
try to
shoot
go
the
for a jump
money.
hook, bro. I'm sick of that garbage. I seen Dayron do the same shit. I was like, yo, what are y'all practicing the same move in practice that don't work? Stop
Yeah.
this. Dayron is a beast on the boards, and I think,
I
and
mean, we
I think
gotta
that's his
understand.
calling card.
We all know it. All of our big men do certain things well, and then they're just shit in certain areas, bro.
Around the basket, man, in traffic, these niggas is not it. That's why I kept calling for Zach Edey and Kai Jones the whole time. Dumb niggas, bro, like that's why I kept calling for them. When I seen Kai Jones play against Claxton, he was dunking that shit. Come on, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm sick and tired of this.
but
Bro, if we
don't
gonna get
expect anything
facilitators,
different.
bro, put somebody in the dunk box that's gonna Amari Stoudemire, nigga.
Don't
Like,
Yo.
expect anything different from Danny because Danny not that type of big either. He a finesse
no.
big.
Danny, yeah, Danny gonna spot up
He's
on
a
the
point guard
perimeter.
in a big man's body for
Yeah,
real.
he is, and I understand what Jay was saying with that, bro. Like he is definitely a point guard in a big man's body, bro. But like if all he really like. I'll be honest with you. He got in foul trouble, bro, but he definitely filled up the stat sheet offensively, bro, in his minutes, bro. 11 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, yo, if this ain't Joker reincarnation, bro, I don't know what is.
I'm gonna
You
tell
know what I'm
y'all something,
saying?
man. If the more comfortable Danny gets with that ball in his hand, the more scarier he gonna be.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just that's just my
Listen,
opinion.
that's a
I
fact.
Like,
he still looked too light to be Joker though.
Yeah,
yeah,
Joker got, even though he
but
don't
Joker
play
didn't
that
have
much
that type of
defense,
bag though.
he got that enforcer energy. Cause if you hit Joker, he's hitting you back.
That's
Joker's
because
big.
Joker
Like you
naturally
gonna
weigh
feel
like
some
280.
pain from Joker too. If
Yeah, but
you
Joker naturally weigh like 285 though, bro. Like
I'm
the
just
thing
saying
is,
Danny Wolf don't look like he giving out no pain. He might take
Yeah.
no,
some.
no,
But to be fair, on the other side of the stick, Joker not moving like Danny though.
No,
he
that's
sure
true.
ain't.
Yo, he that little hop step dribble he did, I was like, okay, Danny.
I ain't gonna lie, Danny was showing out, bro, like in the fourth quarter, bro.
Yo, nah, hold on. Did y'all watch the game?
Yeah,
I
I
did watch
watched
the
it.
game earlier.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
see?
watched
Did you
portions of it.
see
I had to
with
pause.
like I think it was like a couple seconds left on the clock or a minute left on the clock. He had an and one that they called a charge, but
Charge, yeah.
Yeah,
that shit was an and one, bro. Duke sold the shit out of that, but that was nice what Danny did,
yeah.
and they
Absolutely.
took that away from
Oh,
him. I was so mad.
You notice how
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
notice how they went
Go ahead,
with
Jay.
Danny. The Nets went with Danny on the last shot to win the game in
That's a
regulation.
fact, and we would have
Yeah,
won that game if they would have counted that shot,
yeah.
That's a
because we'd have
fact.
been up by 5 then or
That's a
whatever.
fact. I mean,
Yo,
but I
bro,
like I'm the thing is, Jay, like I'm not
but we can't
I'm
wait
not
for the
spilling.
refs.
But yeah, you can't wait for the rest. But Jay, going back to what you said earlier, bro, like if you up 18, bro, you're not supposed to blow that. You're not
Bro,
supposed to fumble
bro, we
that. You're
was
not supposed to
I
fumble that.
just watched the highlights again with my homie. He just left the crib. We was up 7 with like a minute and 15 seconds left.
Right.
We
The
wasn't
thing
supposed to
is,
lose that game.
we had an atrocious third quarter. That third quarter was bad. It was real bad. It was like we couldn't score the ball. We kept turning it over. It was just it was a shit show in that third quarter. That's why we lost that game. That third quarter was bad, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, nah. So, with
They just
that being
wanted it more
said,
than
right?
that for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
If you watched the way Phoenix was playing in that second half, they just wanted it more than we did.
Did y'all see that play when Phoenix shot the ball like 5 or 6 times and kept getting the rebound and missing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
that was
did. I did.
nasty. That was
Bro,
nasty.
I had the game, bro, because I gotta remember I don't have Yes no more because I'm in Texas. So I got NBA League Pass, and now I could record the games. I could record the games because my girlfriend got Roku. So I had put that possession on plenty of times, and I rewinded it back, just to remind myself how pissed off I was gonna get, bro. Like during the regular season, like and then I had to not play it, and I was just like, you know what?
Yo, it's like the same shit. Like y'all niggas can't grab a rebound. What is going
Exactly.
on?
That was
bro.
bad. But
The same shit that I saw. It was just the fact that we winning in the first half and can't close a game still.
Right.
Yep, true.
Um,
Yeah.
right,
To
that's
be
but
another.
fair though, to be fair,
Cause
it wasn't
you
like
wait, Joey, do you remember how many games was like that last year though?
yeah,
When
A
we
it
was
was
lot
a
of
up in the
them.
lot,
first
but
lot of
half.
games.
A lot of
to
them. It
be
was a lot like that the
it
year
was a
before,
lot, but
Jay.
I don't think Jordy was really trying to win this game because he would have put Cam and them back in if he wanted to.
No,
That's a
you know
fact.
what's
Yeah,
And
interesting? I heard.
today's game was about rotations, bro. You know, in
Wait,
preseason, no nobody play over 25 minutes.
you know what's interesting? Jay says on Breeze Show that there was a play where Danny Wolf could have had the game-winning shot, but they called it what was it, a charge on him or something like that? And Jay
Yeah.
said, "Yo,
Yeah.
why don't Jordy challenge that?" I'm like, Jordy usually challenges stuff like that, but I do agree with what Leaf says about rotations because you
John froze
seems
up.
Jordy kind of has an understanding of who's going to get those minutes. It seems Tyrese Martin has kind of got an in. He has good connections with his teammates. They seem to trust and respect him. Drew Timmy and Wilson seem like they're on the bubble with Whitehead. So I feel like it was about rotations. But I give to
Yeah.
Danny Wolf. I thought he was very impressive. I thought that when he was leading that deflection charge, when he was going dribbling the ball across the court, and he finds that slick pass to Drake Powell for that dunk, that to me was play of the game right there. To see two of our own prospects working on a team play like that, that is what you feel hopeful about going to the season, seeing those guys play together and develop that chemistry because you have Danny
I'm,
Wolf's playmaking IQ coupled with Drake Powell's athletic defensive ability. That's how you start building
yes.
those
But
winning
that's a
habits with
plus
those
though
skill
because
And
he's
I
not
sets.
think
going to be
I
That was a
told
plus for
people
me.
before the season, bro,
That was
like
a plus
Danny
for me.
Wolf and Drake Powell was the only two niggas out of this that got picked out of this draft. Out of the 5 players that we picked that look ready to go. They look
Right.
ready to go, bro. Like the reason being is because they skill sets is gonna speak for itself. I think, and going back to what Joey said, the more Danny Wolf got the ball, the more comfortable he about to get. Because if you know anything about Jordy Fernandez, he likes center. He likes centers that could dribble, pass, and shoot, a
right.
la Sabonis,
Exactly.
a
And,
la
and
Joker.
right.
Yeah,
And you
I
saw him
want to.
find Kobe. You saw him find Kobe Buffkin for that 3-point shot and the foul. Like I really like Danny Wolf's when he does those long throw passes because they're very accurate when he does them. And I thought it
Very.
was great
He's
that
a
He
high.
And I
had
thought
I
Yo,
ain't
he
gonna
had a
lie.
lot of
I ain't gonna
turnovers
lie.
today.
He looked like Brett Favre out there, bro.
How
Throwing
many
them shits,
turnovers
bro.
did he have?
How many
um
turnovers?
turnovers, let me check. But I will say this: it was a good
He
test
only had
that
3.
Jordy let. It was a good test that Jordy let him play in that overtime. Wolf needs those tests early
He
on to
only
really
had
see
3,
if
but
he
he
has
had
that
five
metal.
fouls. He had 5 fouls in 13 minutes,
so
though.
y'all think Derek Whitehead? You think he cooked,
Five
or you think
fouls,
he
three
gonna
He's
turn
out
up
the
on it?
turnovers.
door, Joey. He's out door. If you don't get minutes even in overtime, it means Jordy's done with you at that point. It's just Whitehead. Just the injuries played a huge part in it, but he did not look when he came into training camp like he worked on getting physically stronger this summer. I think Jordy saw
Come on, man.
speed.
Who
He
he
could shoot
better than?
threes. Like
Let's keep
it
it
just it
real.
just
Who he
felt like
better than,
the
man?
time is running out with
Said
Whitehead, and you
who you
saw
talking
it
about?
in the no minutes.
Derek,
Derek
man.
You
Who
saw
he
it.
Whitehead.
better than? He ain't
Tariq
better than none
Tariq
of these
Whitehead.
niggas.
Is
I
Derek
mean,
Whitehead cooked, Leaf?
no. I think that the Tariq Whitehead got to be properly used, bro. Like because you need bench shooting, bro. Like between him and Tyrese Martin is basically playing for the same type of spot, and that's basically money shooter. If you've seen Tariq Whitehead shot, bro, he could get that shit off on at an NBA level. I ain't gonna
Nah,
lie to you. Like,
nah,
I don't know if it's as
if
impressive
it,
as he's
nah.
trying to make
he
it out to
can.
be. He
no,
just shoots threes at
I'm
this
just
point.
talking about a spot up 3-point shot, bro. He could get that shit off at an NBA
No,
level.
I
That's
agree with
that's
you.
the
Spot
truth.
up, but for what we're looking for, you need a lot more. And I will say this: I think the reason why they traded for Kobe Buffkin was they wanted to draft
Nigga,
Kobe Buffkin on
I
that
could
night
shoot
when they took
spot up at
Whitehead.
an NBA
It
level.
feels like
Come come get me.
I mean, but you need
it feels
spot
like
up
a course
shooters in the league.
correction
They
move.
still used.
It feels like a course correction move with the Buffkin move because Buffkin immediately has gotten playing time over Whitehead. It just feels like as soon as they got Kobe, it was like who Derek. Where's the week?
Didn't
Like nobody
I think,
cares.
Buffkin
but the thing
went
about Buffkin, bro, like the thing of Buffkin not only got playing time over him, but Buffkin got playing time over Jaeger as well. So if you
Right,
telling me that
right,
Danny
No,
Wolf
Diego
is
is injured still.
right.
yeah,
He's injured.
yeah,
He's injured.
Jaeger is injured, but if Jay is telling me that Danny Wolf is everything that Jaeger is supposed to be for us at number 8, and Kobe Buffkin is everything that Derek Whitehead is supposed to be, I think we got our lineup. I think we got our players to fill those spots for the year. You know what I'm saying? Because Danny Wolf, bro, like just in terms of his build, bro, like cause obviously, cause see, his passing is just as good as Jaeger. He's a better shooter than him. He's a better offensive player than him, right off the rip. Everything else basically is self-explanatory, bro. Like we can't even gauge, but he could run pick and rolls better than him. He
he
could
got a
run
good
like
feel for the game for
he
sure.
got a way better feel for the
See,
game than Jaeger. So my thing is like Jay might be on to something, but I could tell everybody in here this: the second that Cam Thomas leave this team, Danny Wolf is gonna be a lot of niggas' favorite player on this team.
The
nah,
second that Cam Thomas leave this team, we gonna be super ass. As soon
you
as
want to hear a wild.
Cam is this offense right now.
You want to hear a
Cam the
wild take?
man.
If Claxton and Cam have a great first half and they both get traded, Drake Powell and Danny Wolf take their spots. You'll see Wolf in the starting
Basically,
center, and you'll see
And we
Drake
gonna be
Powell as the
super
starting two
ass.
guard.
basically.
I think that's the game plan. It feels like the game plan. It feels like Powell and Wolf they want to be a part of this
All right,
future. And Cam and
if we
Claxton,
gonna be
their
ass,
futures are
we
not
gonna
set in
be
stone.
ass. Might as well, like,
Man, if
ain't
we
no point
trade
in being
Claxton and
half
Cam,
ass.
I'm gonna
Gotta
be
go through the
yo.
growing
I'm
pains,
telling
my guy.
y'all, if I'm gonna be so tight that day, bro.
I
You
know
gotta
you
go.
gonna be tight that day, but
Social
guess
Hold
what?
media is going to be all over the place
But
on,
guess
about
what?
it.
hold
You
on,
still gonna
I'm gonna
wear
have
that
the
black and
censor
white
button
jersey.
ready.
You
hold
still gonna have
on.
that black and white jersey. You
You
still
gonna
gonna
still
have
be in
that
the
black and
BK
white
block
hat.
next
Y'all
You
move,
still
Nigga,
gonna
I
y'all
be on
move,
told
the
you.
BK block.
I told
y'all
you.
move.
I told you. All my jerseys got my name on it, man. They can't trade
Oh
me.
shit.
Go ahead,
Okay
Jay.
then, but
They
so
can't
like
trade
I,
me.
okay then, bro. So you already
All
know
right,
where your
but,
allegiance is, bro.
but,
Like
So I
if
would still be
listen,
tight, nigga.
yeah, nigga, you was tight
but,
when the KD
but hold
trade
on,
happened, and
hold
we all knew what was gonna
Wait,
Jay,
happen.
wait, I thought you
Jay,
said
we
that.
gonna be ass with Cam and
Oh
without
nah,
on,
I
Cam.
was in a
We
hold on.
gonna be
haze.
ass.
I was in
Hold
a
on,
We
haze
gonna
when
be
that
ass
happened.
with or without Cam, bro. Like what don't matter. Like
No, no,
Exactly.
no,
hold
no,
on,
no, no.
hold on,
With Cam,
hold up.
Cam is
Let me get
gonna
back
look
to
good for the first quarter, and then they gonna send the double, then and niggas gonna get tight. And I'm gonna keep telling Breezy the
yeah.
same.
So
Breezy and every 1/3 of the fan base that enjoy Cam Thomas the same shit I've been telling them for the last 3 years.
yeah, hold on, Lee, because I'm trying to get back to it.
Cam gonna
So
average like 6 assists.
Wait, what
hold on, I'm
is
trying to
player
get back
one
to it.
talking about? Did you not see Danny Wolf play make today, dude? Like I can't with this guy.
Hold on,
That's
I'm gonna address that. Player one, Danny Wolf in the last 2 games. What he had? He had. Let me see, Danny right here. He had 8 assists in the last 2 games. In limited minutes, he had 8 assists, bro, in 2 games. Danny can pass. You know what I'm saying? Like Danny can pass. We haven't even seen Diego pass.
And he is just as good as a passer, and he's just as good as a playmaking creator, bro. As Jaeger. Jaeger is not forcing the issue. Jaeger is waiting for something. He's waiting for a screen. Danny Wolf is getting that shit downhill, and he's at least moving to somebody and at least trying to get by somebody with some sauce.
With
he is a
yeah,
point
a lot of
center.
sauce.
He
With
is
a
a
lot
point
of sauce.
center.
But hold on, because I don't know. I think it was Joey or Leaf said something about the lineups and about Cam Thomas being double teamed and he got to learn to get the ball out quicker. Now I do know. See, I didn't get to see a lot of Kobe Buck in this game. He only shot 1 for 5, 1 for 3 from three. He had 6 points and the and 1 3. But Kobe Buffkin has ball handling skills. Pause. He can handle the rock. He can get where he needed to go. Not all the time, it doesn't seem like, but it seems like most of the time when he tried to, he can get to a spot, pull up. He can get to a spot, lay up. I don't think he's all the way comfortable with the team. But what do y'all think about the 3 different, I would say Kobe's a point guard, Ben Sirach, and Trayor. Like Trayor's speed, Ben is he's just a little bit crafty. He's tall, but Buffkin is like he has some skill. You know what I'm saying? So there isn't one of these guards that's exactly the same on his team. What do y'all think about that?
Same. I think they all have their little differences here and there. I think Trayor, he's not as sound defensively as I guess Saraf or Kobe could be, but I think he makes up for that with his speed and just being able to play make, and he does have some offense to his game. I think for Saraf, he doesn't have the speed factor to his game. He doesn't have his defense needs a lot of work. I don't think he's defensively better right now than Trayor or Kobe based on just what I've seen the first two games. So I feel like they're even keel at certain levels. I would say that Saraf probably has a higher playmaking aspect, slightly than I would say Nolan and Kobe at the moment. But these are just pulling hairs at this point. I think they're all in similar levels, but I think you can't go wrong with starting Nolan over Saraf, or if the Nets just want to flat out tank, to start Saraf at this point. I don't think either one of them hurts us in that department, especially if Yegor is going to be on the shelf just to start a few games. But I will say, if you want to make this team entertaining, start Trey Ward, because it seems like offensively we'll start out great, but then, obviously defensively we're going to get tested severely by some of these teams. So I don't think there's huge differences, though, Ice, with these three players, just little margins here and there on certain things.
All right.
I'm gonna go next, man. I think we got entertainment, bro, in the start lineup and on the goddamn bench. The hell with all of that, bro. Like, yo, listen, you Nolan Trayor already could get downhill, and he's gonna be starting alongside for Cam Thomas for at least a good portion of the season. So, he already all he really got to do is just go to his advantage because he gonna get a lot of 1-on-ones. The only person that's getting doubled is Cam Thomas. That's number one. Number two, bro, like with Kobe Buffkin, there's a little bit more athleticism there. There's a little bit more first step there. There's a little bit more a leap there, bro. Like it's a lot of like he could break down a defender. He can do some things, and I see why he got signed, man. I heard that Indiana did want him. They did kind of confirm that somewhere on NBA Central, or somebody was in the comments.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Kobe
yeah. I saw.
Buffkin basically got swiped by us, and I think he could do some things on the basketball court, man. I'm impressed with what he can do. But if we want to entertain, we gonna have entertainment. We gonna have a nice, young looking, energetic squad for the most part. I think it's all about the confidence of a lot of these players and what they do and what they willing to do, and how their game is gonna go forward. Because I ain't gonna lie, in the NBA today, in order to really really be successful, you gotta make dumb shit look good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make some out of pocket stupid shit look good. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I like if you bringing up the ball and you known for bringing up the ball and doing something crazy with the basketball, and then you get it to work, and they like the way your stat sheet look, and they like the way your box score look. You are gonna get the benefit of the doubt 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So with the rest of the point guards, I think Ben Saraf is one of those players. To me, he's one of those players that's fighting an uphill battle because the shooting is not there. Same with
Right.
Nolan Trayor, bro. Like, but I think Nolan Trayor could at least get to a spot a little bit more, and he's going to be playing one role. I don't think he's going to be placed from one to two. I think Ben Saraf is going to be placed in different spots on the court, and he's going to have to do a little bit more things at an elite level than Nolan Trayor. Nolan Trayor, he playing with Cam Thomas. Only thing he got to do is just get from north to south. That's it. That's all
Right.
he got to do. Just get deep downhill. So, the reality is that off the strength that Trayor has that ability, Kobe Buffkin could just come off the bench and just be athletic. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe Buffkin probably gonna come off the bench and probably be playing with Danny Wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So realistically, I think it kind of works in terms of the entertainment value. Are we gonna beat other teams? It's the real question mark is gonna be our competition. Are we better than a lot of our competition when they start to play for real, like the Suns did? They just say, you know what, F it. Let's just throw 6'8", throw another 2 6'8" dudes on Cam Thomas, and let's get this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be a fun team for the most part. So I like the pace better. I like the skill set of a lot of these players better. Um, I'm hoping that a lot of things could rise. There are some teams that's gonna throw some games away and gonna be like, "Yo, we don't feel like playing these niggas tonight, man. So let's just give up a win."
Nah.
And that's gonna cause us to get like 20 something wins. Bro, Jay don't believe it. I already know it. And this game tonight proved it. You know what I'm saying? Even though the starters didn't play that much, but even though it was about rotations, but
Right.
December
either way, if
15, things will
yeah,
probably change on this team. December
I
15.
understand that. But if the starters did play, that means the Sun starters would have played a lot more too, and the game probably would have been even worse before it even got better, based on
Nah,
how it was
we
going.
it, at the beginning we had their starters on smash.
You're right, you at the beginning, but it's not a sprint; it's a marathon, son. So I
Yo,
mean, like, you know, I'm so like
Now
you
it was
gotta.
just because the rookies was closing the game, man. Rookies can't close the game.
I guarantee
They
you,
because they had a couple second and third year players over there that was
right.
making plays.
Right, but I guarantee you, if Terrence Mann, MPJ, Cam Thomas, Clax, and Nolan Treyarch closed that game against they starters and they D Book and they starters that they had over there, I guarantee you, bro, we
but to be
probably would have
fair,
lost a lot sooner.
to be fair, Phoenix had didn't have their starters out there either. So it was like,
Exactly, they
No, it's
didn't.
not
So,
about
so
them having starters. They had second and third year players out there though. It wasn't like they had all rookies out there.
I mean, we got rookies and second and the third year players, bro. Like what's your, Nolan
yeah, Buffkin,
Clowney in his third year.
Clowney.
What's call it in his second year,
Was
bro?
Clowney
Like
even playing at the end?
No,
Clowney played in like the
Nah, it
third
was
quarter, I think.
Timmy and Wolf and
It was
Yeah,
Timmy. Timmy
they
was the
did play
second year.
Timmy
Clown and
was
Wolf.
Timmy played last year.
Nah, Timmy played a little bit, but they did play Clowney and Wolf in the fourth quarter, which I thought was impressive. I don't know if you guys saw in that second quarter. Clowney did hit a floater shot, which is something I haven't seen him do a lot. So Clowney is showing
I
good
need
on
him to
you
stop
I wanted
taking
to
that
say
shit.
this.
these days.
Unless that shot becomes elite, bro. I don't need him to ever
I
take that
like
shot again.
this is
Wait, you
something I
didn't
said.
like that shot, Leaf? Come on, he's thinking of next.
It gotta be an elite enough shot, bro. I think he's a spot up shooter. I don't think he's a running or off the move shooter, bro. Like I don't see him as that.
You know what I like defensively, and I think it's going to give a lot of teams problems. Zaire and Drake Powell on the floor together, man.
Yes, I was waiting for somebody to say that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
man.
Drake
That's
Powell on ball defense is everything as advertised. Everything is advertised. I swear
yeah,
to
man.
God, you could
Him and
throw him on a
Zaire going to
lot
be
of
on it,
niggas.
bro.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I think, bro, like we probably gonna end the season with Drake Powell and Danny Wolf in the starting lineup just so the tank could go a little bit more smooth. At the end, to me, I think
Yo,
after the
man.
trade deadline, don't be surprised if you see them
I
niggas in the
don't know
starting
about
lineup.
y'all, but I think Silver owe us, man, for helping helping us reunite with China,
Silver don't
man.
know us shit.
He owe us, man. He owe us.
No,
Hey,
he
Silver,
don't.
hey, listen, Adam, if you listening to us,
I'm not doing that, bro. I did that shit
Joey,
365 days ago, bro. I'm not doing it again.
wait, Joey. All I gotta say is to Joe Desai's words. Actions speak louder than words. We've heard the words for 10 years. We want actions.
And
right?
listen, I heard that. But listen, I tried that shit
Hey, man, we
365 days
we
ago.
mended those relationships with China. Those
No,
90
we
day
did not.
relations. Hey, Josiah helped do it. That was out of Silver mouth and everybody.
Joe,
That ass.
Joe,
Bruh, nigga, we was taking pictures with Jackie Chan, nigga. Come
No,
on,
facts.
bruh.
but what they said that Josiah was behind the scenes though, trying to help, ease the tensions between the Chinese government and the NBA so they could go back over there.
Yeah,
These are
yeah,
facts.
but Joey, it's really a cash grab if you think about it. I don't think it's going to do anything spectacular with our lottery odds. I think it's more of just a cash grab opportunity because
That's what it was.
Adam Silver wants to make this EuroLeague thing happen in a few years, where there's going to be Euro teams playing in Europe, and then maybe they'll come play over here. So I don't really think it's more
But
helping
why
us.
would they
It's
give
more
us a
It,
number
it,
fill up
one
but
the
pick when they
pockets.
know?
John, you're right. It is absolutely a cash grab, and that's why he owes us because we helped him get back into the one
So
of the
so
biggest
why so
markets in
why
the NBA. Yes,
but at the same time, if it's a crash grab and it's about getting the Euro League over here, and
no,
expanding to the Euro League
it's
and
not
whatever.
about the Euro League. It's about expanding the game into China, which is one of the biggest markets in the world. That's what it's
Right.
about.
It is one of the biggest markets in the world. So why would they give us a top 3 pick and all 3 of the top 3 niggas in this draft is all American players? They not
Because
gonna give us that.
listen to what I'm saying. Because we helped the NBA get back into the market. Before that, remember that shit Daryl Morey said when Daryl
Right.
Morey said that bullshit about
And
the
then
Chinese
LeBron shut
government.
up. Yeah,
They
yeah,
told
I
the
remember
NBA
that.
to pack their bags. They not playing over there no more. They not airing no more games. They not doing none of that. It was a couple of years. We just got the play back over there. We just
Yo,
fixed that
Joe,
relationship.
Joe, as much as
Bruh,
I wanted,
how we know they ain't gonna get that pick to the Suns? They gonna be just
wait,
as trash as
Leaf,
us.
I don't leave. What I'm saying is, it's been reported that Joe Tsai has been working with the Chinese government to help the NBA get back over there to mend the tensions.
yeah,
That's
but
all I'm saying.
Joey,
Now,
Joey,
I'm not saying that Silver is going to bless us. I'm just saying he owe us, but he's
nah, but
probably not going to give us anything. I'm
It-
just
It's
saying
pro- it's
that.
probably not. You think about it. Have we seen Joe
Cause
Desai
him,
and John Marks have those connections we thought they might have? I just look at what they've done the last 10 years. They just need to lead this organization a lot better than they're doing right now. Because I don't need one of them trying to buy the Miami Dolphins. I don't need Sean Marks floating his 2 Mickey Mouse rings around, acting like he didn't get to earn those.
Bro, but
Like
but that's not the
it's more of this
conversation.
year and
The
trying to get a top pick,
conversation
doing
is,
things the right way,
listen,
but balancing it all out.
but that's not the conversation we have. And the conversation is like, we did a good deed for the league, therefore we should be compensated.
Yeah,
right.
that should have been last year because we were actually trying not to tank for some particular
And
idiotic
I
reason,
understand
and
that,
it
but
bit
you
us in the
know what?
butt.
This year we did a good deed for them, so they owe us one.
Yeah,
Right. So
I don't
okay, well,
I don't
okay,
know, Joey. I just don't know if Joe Tsai
but
Y'all,
still has
here's
those
y'all
the
connections.
thing.
skipping over Joey point, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
just keep
I'm
trying to brush it aside, and he's making a valid point.
nah. He is making a valid point, but here's the thing. Here's the thing where I got a Heisman Trophy to shit. The reason being is because I know that there's certain teams, bro. If they finish at a certain point, they're gonna get valued more than the Nets.
Yeah,
I
but those
guarantee.
teams are not bringing a whole new market back to the NBA with a billion people in it.
Listen, that's fine, but that
Those teams
that
ain't doing that. That's what he's trying to tell you. They not
yeah,
making
and I
those
get
types of
that,
connections.
and I get that, but at the same
So he's
time, it's
saying we
about
deserve.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
I didn't
about a
say it
little,
was gonna happen, but
but
and
it's
here's
about
another
but I
thing.
think the
You know why
NBA, but
we and the Suns got to play. Everybody like, why did they pick the Suns and the Nets to play in China when they could have picked this team and that team? The Nets are the third most popular team in China. The Suns are
yes,
also very popular. That's why
yes,
they were
yeah,
selected to go over there and
It's
play.
not
yeah,
even
they were
about being
selective.
selected, Joey. It's like you said, he been brokering peace. So
Yeah, that
I
too.
am the chosen one because
Well,
I brokered the peace. I'm the guy.
It,
I'm the
it'll
he
be
did,
only
he
it,
did,
one
he
that could
did,
bring
he
it
did,
back
he
here.
did he did broker the piece, but let's not stray away from this trying to make the whole China the most important part of this equation. We gotta understand, bro, like that the NBA is trying to expand, make expansion to Europe at the same time.
I
China,
Bro,
don't
they
get me
try,
wrong.
believe the
China,
NBA
hold
trying
on.
to
Let me make
expand
my point.
everywhere, bro. They
Yeah,
trying to
I
go
know they trying to extend
international.
everywhere, but listen, China, we did amend stuff with China and everything, and we all back into back
Good
in arms with
graces.
them yeah, and they back in their good graces. However, there's still a lot of other places, bro, to amend to get in good graces with along with China. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I think this is just the first part of the equation. Now if Adam Silver is friendly enough, and if we play ball enough, bro, like in this year to do enough to get one number one or number two, which is what we're aiming for, which is probably the best picks for us, bro, in terms of how our roster is set up, then that's okay. My thing is that I don't believe that's going to happen. The reason being is because they're trying to put other organizations in front of us that are not in front of us in terms of gross amount.
Right.
Case in point.
Eh,
Case in point, the Dallas Mavericks are 10th in total gross amount in the league. We are still sixth. With Cooper Flag, when they got Cooper Flag, they went up to eighth. They're trying to put them over us. The
Of course they
Boston's
were,
I
nigga. They had Luka Doncic over, and they drafted Luka
right.
Doncic. They were supposed to have that type of gravity over us.
Right. They were supposed to, but they didn't. Even when they had Luca, we were still grossing it. We were still top six, and we still top six right now. What I'm trying to say is they're trying to close the gap between the teams that they won over us in terms of money market. Dallas is one of those teams. Boston is right behind us at 7. There, I guarantee all of you niggas, bro. If the Boston Celtics don't finish from 1-6, and they finish in the play, and they will get a top 5 pick before we do.
Leaf, I'm not disagreeing with you that the NBA has favorites: Dallas, San Antonio, Boston, Philly. I get it. Or I'm not saying that we're going to get a lottery pick. All I'm saying is that they kind of owe us low key. That's all I'm
Joey,
saying.
I would say this
But
based on
hold up.
Joey, check this
When you
one thing,
say
Joey. Let me
my
say this
thing
one
is,
thing.
Joey, when you say they owe us, bro, like I'm thinking in terms of need. At 1 and number 2, that's my definition of yo, y'all owe us, and then y'all paid up. Anything outside of that, bro, like it don't fulfill a need. I don't give a shit about
Nah,
none
I
of
think
these
I think
players
I'm
that.
talking
Wait,
I'm
can I say,
talking I'm talking top 3 pick.
wait,
Yeah,
I'll say
I'm
this.
talking top 3 pick too.
Leave. Top two would be great, but I'm more at the top four. I'll say this to Joey. Based on what Jodasai said, we'll see if his words mean a damn based on what happens from December.
John, y'all hear John?
John, yeah, I think John might have skipped out again.
John,
But yeah, I think John
y'all
might have
keep
skipped
trying to
out.
make this a Sean Marks Joe Side thing. I'm not making it about them and what they doing. I'm talking about the league. The
Yeah, I know
league
you're
owing
talking
us.
about the league, but if you're saying it's in the league hands, whether we get number one, whether we get old, my definition of old is number 1 or number 2 because those are the needs for the
No,
way the team
absolutely.
is going.
We on the
So
same
I
page
don't trust the league. Hold up, and my counter to that is I don't trust the league to deliver on that on
on
that
that
pay up.
promise. On that
No,
promise.
I don't.
All
I
right.
do not.
I can't fault you for that. I can't.
And I'm gonna forever not trust the league. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, man. Like, nah, I gotta come get you.
Right.
I gotta come get you. Now I gotta do everything through the mud, bro. Like, and I'm telling
I
people
don't think
this,
they're
bro.
gonna do
Like,
that. I don't think they're gonna do no fuckery like they did last year because a lot of people was pissed about that Dallas shit. I think
a lot of people was pissed about that Dallas shit, bro. Like, but the reason why I'm over it is because one, we still made history with 5 number one, first round picks. And somebody is definitely on it, and I could say for a definite fact, 2 of these players, bro, at least 2 of these players is on their way to becoming legitimate starters in this league
oh,
and
absolutely.
legitimate
But that's
starters
what
on
I've
this
been
team.
saying though,
And
Leaf.
I'm and but the thing is, I'm looking within. I'm not doing the 300. Let's wait
Yeah, but I've
365
been
days shit
saying
like I
that. But
did last year.
some of
Cause
y'all
I
like
got
Pod.
because
No,
I
hold on.
got
I've been saying that. But some of y'all like Pod. No disrespect, PT. Think if we don't hit on a superstar, that you know what, it's a bust draft. Like no,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
if you get 2 or 3 solid guys that can become starters in the NBA, good
That's great.
rotational pieces, that's a good draft, bro.
Yeah, that's great.
yeah, but I agree with you.
To me.
However, yeah, that is a good draft. However,
Y'all niggas think we gotta draft Jordan or Ant-Man
But
in
ain't
order to
none of
have a
them.
good
the the,
draft.
Ain't
the
none of
reason
them
the
in the
reason being
draft.
the reason why is because we only got 1 pick this year. That's number 1. And that 1 pick is our own. That 1 pick is contingent on what we do, not what other teams do, and not how other teams tank and this, that, the third. It's dependent on what we do. That's what it is. Number 2, the NBA has already played favors these past couple of years with who they've been giving top 5 picks to, bro. Like, and we see it clear as day. We see it clear as day, bro. So I don't have no faith. I have no faith in the NBA front office or anybody in the NBA front office. I don't trust them when it comes to when it comes to them putting their hand putting destiny in their hands, our destiny in their hands.
Oh
I'm
no,
not doing that.
I don't need the Leaf. I don't need
The
the. I'm
thing
just
is that, and this is why I'm looking from within, bruh. We got
Leave.
five players. Something
I'm
got to
not
shake.
saying. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, or I'm looking forward to it. I'll be surprised if it do. I'm just saying. I'm just chatting, bro. I ain't saying the shit gonna happen, cause I like you. I don't see the NBA really throwing us no bones for real.
No, I don't. This is why I've been looking from within, bro. Like I'm not doing this whole let's wait 360 days shit because I already know Caesar. I did that shit last year with niggas like Tosan on the roster and other niggas that I knew wasn't gonna be on the NBA roster, and somebody tried to convince me that they was, and a couple of them niggas is already cut. And they not getting no other spots nowhere else. They probably on another NBA roster, but they did a ride on the bench. Nine times out
Them
of
niggas
ten.
riding on that bus in the G League.
Yeah, they ride on that bus in the G League. Now they about to ride on the bench somewhere else. Tosan went to the Knicks. Bro, I don't know where Keon Johnson is.
Now Keon gonna get picked up. I think Keon will get picked up though.
By who?
I don't know.
Who
We'll
need
see.
him? I don't know. I don't know where Jalen Wilson is. He's still on our roster.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was shooting threes today in the game. You ain't
Yeah,
Well,
see
he
it?
won't.
Yeah.
Well, he probably just jacking. Yeah, that nigga turned into Jack and Jill, bro. Like for real. He
Yeah,
was
man.
like,
He
you know
had that.
what?
Jalen Wilson had that blicky today, bro.
Nigga turned into Jack and Jill. He just gunning his way to a spot. He's like,
He,
yo, F it. I'm putting everything
hey,
up.
Jalen, like I got the burner.
Yep. Nigga been in the league 2 years, still ain't get a dunk. You 6'8". Shit is
Hey,
Nah,
ridiculous.
he's vertically challenged, and I don't mean by him being short.
Nigga vertically. How you vertically challenged at 6'8" though?
well,
wait, Joe.
Timmy is vertically challenged.
I mean,
Tim.
but yeah, I get that. Timmy is vertically challenged, but you do got a highlight of
Well,
Timmy getting a
if
dunk
he would
though.
have dunked that ball last time in the fourth quarter, we would have been, it would have been a better ending. But
Can I talk about something else, man? It's not getting enough attention.
What's up?
MPJ was very fucking lazy today on defense, and he looked
That nigga is
uninterested.
still hurt,
You
bro.
know he's considering semi-retirement, right?
Yeah, he's still hurt,
yeah, he's
bro. Come on.
semi-retirement. Yeah,
He was doing his thing on offense, but he looked lost on defense, and he really wasn't giving no effort.
like
He don't want to
yeah,
be here.
I
Listen,
mean, but
thank
he don't
goodness
want to
he
be
has an
here.
expiring contract next year. Thank goodness he has an expiring contract next year. I know Pod talks about.
Another
I
light
know
skinned
Pod.
nigga that's getting
Wait,
40
leave.
mil
Wait,
from
leave.
us.
Wait, leave. I know Pod says we got no value in the deal for Cam Johnson, but that expiring $40 million, we can use that to our advantage somehow, whether that's through free cap space or flipping that for some type of upgrade. Thank goodness
Who
we
the
can
hell
move
is
that
gonna take a $40
potentially.
million MPJ with one arm?
Hey, we add some picks to it. We sweeten the pot. That's how you got to
Stop.
play this game.
Stop. No, no. No.
MPJ
Add
also
some
looked like
picks.
he
As
when
soon as
he.
you said add some picks, bro, like I'm out.
I
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
leave.
hold you.
Do you want to keep him another year, or do you want to look to flip him as soon as possible? If this is what we're gonna get.
Let's just face facts, bruh. Just like Ben Simmons was, he's stuck here to the end. That's
I, I
two
mean,
Yo,
I,
years.
I mean, just look at you said it perfectly that this guy was complaining before we played a single game, and Joey's now saying that he's lazy on the court because the guy's bored already. He wants to do podcast
Bruh.
work.
I
You
mean,
don't want to be on the
Yeah,
court playing 30 minutes a night
but we
anymore.
gotta understand, bro. Like the thing about when you got a contract that high and a player that his value have dropped the way that MPJ's dropped, Denver squeezed the hell out of that orange till it was nothing left, bro. Like you gotta understand it.
Hey,
They
yo,
squeezed the hell out of it.
yo.
They
yeah.
got
If he's
everything
not
out of that
motivated,
orange, bro. Like they got everything out of that lemon and out of that orange that they can
if
get.
he's not motivated, it's not going to help make it easy to get rid of him.
Everything out of it.
I don't know, man.
Bro, like
I'm not really
what
looking
what
too
what
much
we
into
what
it
we
like that.
got,
I
bro,
get it.
is an
It's a
expired
preseason
orange.
game.
That's what we got.
I mean, it's a preseason game. I'm really not looking too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
into it, but
Me
it's just
neither.
something I did notice. You know,
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the
I
day,
mean,
we have
but
to
he
manage
shot
his.
well, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
he
you.
shot the ball.
At the,
Yeah, he shot
at
the
the
ball
end of the
pretty
day,
well.
Joey, we have to manage his minutes, Joey, because with the back situation, we got to see if he could get through 82 games this season. If I'm Jordy, I'm not playing many back to
Can I
back.
Every
say
time
something
he
real
go up
quick?
with two hands, I'm
I don't
scared,
think
bro.
people notice. This is what I noticed. He looks like he's struggling to dunk the ball. He looked like
Yep.
he about to hurt
Yeah.
himself dunking the ball, man. Like he
Yes.
barely could get up there to
Every
dunk it.
time he jump with
He in
two
that
hands, I'm
form.
scared. I'm like, yo, bro. He is literally, bro, one dunk away from being out the
Yo,
league
yeah,
permanently.
yeah, Yo, did y'all see? Shout out to the panel. Did y'all see the interview where he was talking about how it take him 5 times more than the average NBA player to, you know what I mean, do what an NBA player do because of his re-aggravating injury? Like, so
Nah.
Yeah, I saw it.
what y'all saying is true, but with the interview, he tells you why it's true. He tells you that he's having a hard time, and John's right. He was there for the when I had posted did the
Right.
stream. He
So
was
you
Yep.
telling
basically
me
saying like,
Michael
"Yo, I
Porter
don't
Jr.
know
is
if
really Ben Simmons
he
He
Jr.?
did, yeah,
contemplating, bro. He's
he did say
contemplating
why,
year.
but I need to say
He
why he need to get off
contemplating
the
year to
court.
year.
He said he was wearing
No,
bandages all
I'm
over
just
his
saying.
back. Like he's going through it.
No, He said every day. He said every game in the playoffs, he had to take a shot to his shoulder. He
Yeah.
playing
Damn,
shit, bro. He's not playing 70 games, 60 games. He ain't doing it, bro.
bruh.
Yo, NBA
Or
media was
listen,
crazy.
it's
They
like
said
I
this guy
said
was going to be a
before.
scoring champion. Check his medical records first before you start writing some bogus news
It's like I
storylines.
said before, bro. Denver took a orange and squeezed it till there was nothing left, and we got it. And whatever was left of that orange, we got.
It's cool, man. I look at the silver lining. That's more playing time
The
for
silver,
Clowney.
the silver lining is, bro. Another
Yeah.
light skinned nigga is about to get 40 mil, bro. Like for the fourth.
Hey man, why you talk about light skinned dudes, man? D Will was in China, man. Y'all see D Will in China, bro?
Shout out to D Will. I actually like D Will, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. D Will was one of my niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like D Will, he get a pass, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie
Why he
to
get
you.
a
What?
pass? He came to the Nets and fell apart and decided he didn't want to play no more.
He fell, but he fell apart after he showed up. Remember, he felt he got to the Nets when we was still in the last year in New Jersey. He was putting up numbers, bro. Like and when in his first couple of years here, he did all right, bro. But he started to fall apart. That like you could see his body started to give out on him too.
That's
Oh
why
You
his
know what I'm
agent
saying?
keeps
hey, real
take
quick, I
keeps.
want to bring. I'm glad Oren Spiegel brought this up. Yo, come on, Molly Watt looked like some shit out there. I just want to let y'all know
Thank
that.
you.
It was one preseason game. Yes, he was
It is.
bad,
It
but
is.
it's one
And
He
and
preseason
I'm gonna
he
game.
give him
didn't
some
look that
grace.
bad.
Hey, John,
I,
this is
I
a
don't know.
preseason game. I'm not saying all of what I'm saying is to say y'all
Now
be
niggas
y'all.
don't
It's
know.
He
just
had
it's just
he
games I
Jay said we
noticed.
should have
Hold on.
drafted him, right, Jay?
he hit some of them shots that made us lose the game
I will.
in the
I will.
fourth quarter.
I will say
In
this
the
for
fourth
shit.
quarter, he was
Some of
getting
them
rebounds.
shots.
I,
I knew this
Danny
was
Wolf
gonna
wasn't
turn into
getting.
one of those.
wait. I will say
I
this though.
knew
With
this
Shea
was
Fle-
gonna turn into
Wait, I
yo.
will
You
say
seen what
this.
Kamal Malawak
Wait,
did?
Rasheed Fleming
You
had
ain't see
two
what happened in the
defensive.
fourth quarter?
Rasheed Fleming had two defensive blocks against us that helped the Suns win the game. I don't know if anybody picked up on that. Big reason why we wanted Rasheed Fleming is because of what he gives you defensively. So the Suns definitely
I
made
mean,
out with
then
that
again,
as a
he did
bandit.
one of them
No,
against Drew Timme, though.
but low key, Danny was cooking Molly Watt though.
No, he was. He was. I'll give it to you. Danny Wolf was very impressive today against
Nigga
Molly
was
Walker.
smoking that nigga
But
like a Philly
he had
blunt.
4 turnovers, though. He
No,
had four
Danny had
turnovers.
three.
Who? He had
Danny only
3?
had 3 turnovers. Yeah,
Oh, well,
Danny
that's a
only had
lot.
three.
He only
I
had
Nah,
think
nah, guys, this
he
is
had
not
3
if
this
Danny
assists,
gonna
3
work, you
prime
need an
turnovers.
Molly
anchor
Watt.
on
That
defense,
ain't a
Nah,
lot
man.
for that ain't a lot. He a rookie, man.
But he did
I'm
them
I'm
not
all
giving
in
him
the
saying
fourth
leeway.
prime
quarter.
He's
Molly
a
Watt
lie.
gonna
You're
turn
not
out to
giving
be a
him leeway,
bum
man.
because
If
I
that
I
was
can't.
am
Cam
giving him
Thomas, you
leeway.
wasn't giving him no leeway. So
Yeah, he
no.
did them all in the fourth quarter. He did them in fourth quarter. He
Ooh,
had 2
fourth
of
quarter
them.
turnovers, even worse.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
bro,
what hurt
that's
us.
them rotations, bro.
Yeah,
Shit,
but
we wasn't
he
out
got
there
to
to win the
learn.
game.
You got to learn. You
Hey
got to
We
man, if
learn.
you
wasn't out there to
handling the
win the
ball,
game. Niggas was out there
listen,
for
if you
rotational
handling the
minutes.
ball, if you handling the ball, you more susceptible to turning it over. Danny was
Yeah, that's
handling the ball
true.
a lot.
That's
So
true, but that
I mean,
costs you
I
the
think he
game.
could
If
clean
you're a
that up
ball
easily,
handler,
bro.
that costs you the game in the NBA.
I mean, he could clean that up easily, bro. Like with some X's and O's, because
Turnovers cost you the game.
but the one thing I know about our coach, bro, he likes the
What you
centers,
mean?
bro. That could
Malawat was 3 for 4, 5 rebounds. What you
and
mean?
He played a
and
lot of
19
minutes,
and
though. How
19
many
that
minutes he
nigga played
play?
19 minutes,
Nah, he
bro.
was
I,
20 minutes, but he only took 4 shots
he looked lost
and
on
he made
There's
defense,
a
3 of them.
bro.
reason why
Yeah,
though.
he looked lost. He do look
He
lost.
was getting looked.
So hold
was
on.
cooking him
Where's
too,
Jay's
but that's
point?
expected.
Jay, you saying we missed out on a Malawi? You think we
No,
should have
I'm just
still
saying
won?
they saying he
No.
was some
No,
shit, and I said he wasn't that
I
bad.
don't
It was
think
a
so.
Bro,
high
he
game.
but he was getting cooked. Claxton was cooking him too. He looked bad on defense.
Oh
Nigga,
yeah, of course
yeah,
Claxton gonna cook him. He's a
And
veteran. I
Danny
mean,
Wolf
this
cooked him
kid
too.
is his
nigga was
second
getting
game or some
barbecued
shit.
by rookies and
Exactly,
vets,
exactly.
Man,
nigga.
Jay,
Like,
Jay, Jay
Danny
gets
Wolf
it.
didn't
Jay
get
gets
that.
it.
I
Jay
mean,
gets it.
Drew Timmy and Danny Wolf didn't get that rebound when he dunked on both of them niggas to fucking put them up by one or some shit like that.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
listen, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
if we drafted Maliwak, he would have fit Jordy's system. I'm not going to say that just because he had one bad game that
see what happens. See what happens. See what happens. You see what happens, bro?
When you
That's
don't say the
exactly why
truth.
that shit went out. Molly Walk wouldn't have fit a damn thing over here, bro. Like he would have been the same as Clax,
Oh
just down
man,
near the rim protect.
Man, at least Molly Watt would have been playing. The dude we've drafted ain't even playing.
damn.
All
Hey,
right.
Danny Wolf
Hold up,
is
hold up,
shit.
hold
No,
up,
I'm talking
Nah,
about
but he the
we could have had
27th
Danny
pick.
Wolf and
You
Molly
can't
Watt.
use that. Yeah,
hold
but what
on.
I'm saying is you can't use it. That's sound logic. I mean, it was he with ninth pick. What up, Ice? What you said?
I think he was
He was
10th,
10th.
bro.
no, he was the
Hold
He
up,
was
hold
the
11th.
up,
He
tenth.
was
hold
the
up.
He was the
11th.
tenth
He was
He was the
10th.
10th
11th.
or
Hold up,
11th, I
y'all.
think.
That
I
He
was
was
don't
11th.
10th.
remember.
We
10,
we
10.
picked eighth. We
10.
could have
Ice,
picked
what
him,
you
and
said,
we
Ice?
still could have had Danny Wolf.
So now, so
Hold
now
up, hold
niggas
up.
is regretting
I'm trying to
the
do it.
damn
Hold
Jago
on, Lee.
now. I told
Hold up.
niggas.
Hold
No, he
up.
No,
might
I
work
just
out.
told
Who
you from a
knows?
long time ago I want somebody 7 foot on the team. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, hold up
and
though.
We
So,
bro,
got
so
Danny Wolf.
nah, yeah, we got Danny. Hold up. Name out of these two games, name me somebody that was impressive to you within these two games. It could be Drake if he played one, but name somebody that's impressive to you in these two games so far. Going forward.
To me, to
Besides Cam
me, to
Thomas?
me, I think Cam is a gimme, but I
yeah,
think Nolan is. He showed he can get into the paint anytime he wants to.
That's a
That's
fact.
impressive. That is impressive. That's not easy to do in the NBA. I
When
don't
you
care
playing
how you
alongside
twist
Cam
it.
Thomas, nigga, kind of is.
Yeah, but that's still he's I'm just saying it's a skill. You
man,
don't
It
Cam
teach
is.
it.
Thomas
It's
plays good
something
with
you
any point
have.
guard.
You
Any
something.
point
Not
guard.
every point guard
I
can
mean,
get in the
this ain't
paint.
about Cam Thomas. This is about Nolan Trey or getting in the paint.
Right, and that's impressive. I mean, if he can just not turn the ball, he turned the ball over. I think 3 times himself. Because as a
I
point
think
guard,
the
you
rookies is
just
gonna turn the
can't
ball over
turn the ball.
regardless, bro. Like that's
I
all
know
it
that.
is.
I know that. That's the that's
That's
a
growing
growth.
pains, man.
That's growing pains. But what
Yeah,
I'm
they got to
saying
get used to the
is,
NBA speed.
as a point guard, you
That
can't
nigga
turn the
is the
ball over
NBA
in the
speed.
NBA. You just can't. You just
I'm gonna
can't.
go with Clowney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Clown. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll go with Wolf just because limited time.
Clowney.
His playmaking is really good, and Drake Powell as well. Just what he did today, defensive energy wise, so impactful. His athletic ability with Wolf, that play they did together, that is your hope
I'm.
for what the future of this team could be with those two
That's
guys
a
being
fact,
connectors.
bro.
I got to
I'm
see
a
them play more minutes together.
Drake
Was
might be
I'm
the
electric.
I
That was
would
an
steal.
have picked
electric
them, but
play.
they didn't cook on both
Drake.
games.
Drake
I don't
might be the
think
robbery of the draft. I ain't gonna
Right.
lie to
Drake
you.
might be the steal.
so Drake only played one game, and Danny didn't have a good first game.
No,
Right.
Danny was a decent game. Wait, Joey, five five
Danny
I
had
five
a
in
mean,
limited
decent
minutes
game.
is not bad in limited time.
Danny,
Like
I
you
think
can do that.
the thing about Danny is that you gotta.
But who
The
could
thing
he
about
guard?
Danny that you
Could he
gotta
guard the
understand
perimeter
is
or could
that
he guard the paint? Can he
that
guard
nigga
Wade?
can't go.
Can
He
he
can't
Neither.
guard?
guard shit, bro.
he
Like the
That
can't
fact
guard
nigga
That's the
nobody.
can't
problem.
He
guard
can't
a
got a park
he
fucking
car.
can't guard a damn
doorway.
thing, but he could fill up a damn stat sheet, bro. Like he
He can't.
shit.
Hey, Breezy. He
It's a
Yeah, but
can't
lot of
guard
niggas in
turnover.
orange
the.
cone.
But he had
Bro, I
turnover
don't, bro.
problems in
Y'all say,
college.
see the thing is, bro. I don't know. Every time somebody find a weakness, bro, on defense, they looking for OKC niggas. We ain't getting that, bro. We
Yeah,
gotta
right.
figure out where our strengths are,
That
Yeah,
nigga
but
and the
he
Right,
can't
but
strength
that's
is
what.
guard
really on
Everybody
really
Hold on,
shooting.
offense.
They
hold on.
even
not
Listen,
Kevin
looking for a
listen.
Costner.
defender,
Right,
man, or a
right. But
lockdown
what I'm
defender. So
right, but
You
what I'm
know,
saying is like for Danny Wolf, I want him to get I don't know 25 to 30 games with the Brooklyn Nets. But I do want him to develop with the G League just because of Noah Clowney, Keon Johnson,
Right,
Tyrese Martin. Yeah, their
right.
The
success
G
with
League,
those
which
players. Oh, bro, yeah, bro. I don't want him getting more minutes than Clowney this season. That's for sure. I want
Also, they
Clowney to
have
get
to.
more than
They
Danny
have,
Wolf, but
Man, I need.
if I got to toggle two players, it's not going to be Wolf. It's going to be Dayron and Noah Clowney. I
Hey
don't think
man, we
Wolf is
gonna
that.
need
Hold on,
both of
hold on.
them
Let me
young
Nah.
ask y'all.
dudes, man. We don't know
Hold on. Let
if
me ask
we
y'all
go.
this. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all want Wolf to get more minutes than Clowney or Dayron Sharp?
want them to play
I think.
together
I
on the
think.
court.
Why? Quiet as kept. Danny Wolf could play with both of them, bro. Like, why you playing?
Exactly.
So I mean, like, I don't even think it's about him getting more minutes than them niggas, bro. Like, I think it's about first off, Noah Clowney, bro. Like, as a spot up shooter, bro, he's on the money, bro. But in traffic, that nigga's some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He looks a
Bigs are
lot
gonna
better
love
than
to
he's
play
ever
with. Hold
looked
on, real
his
quick.
career so far.
He
Bigs. Let
shot
me just
four
say
for
this real
nine
quick,
and three
y'all.
for three from three, bro. That
Let me
tells me you need to spot your ass up in the corner.
let me just
You
say
ain't
this
ready
real
for
quick to Breeze.
contact.
Listen, Breeze. Bigs are gonna
Yeah.
love to play with Danny because you know why? He can fucking pass the hell out of the ball. They
Yep.
are gonna be on the receiving end of a lot of dimes, bro.
Okay.
Uh,
Exactly.
he can play
Bro,
with a
So
you,
you
bro,
lot.
see
you, bro,
you see the
you
4-5
understand,
between
bro?
him and
Like,
Clowney or Dayron Sharp?
Dayron would love to play with him. Claxton Clowney would love to play with him, good, cause he gonna find them.
Exactly.
My
That's
thing
Okay.
is
why, bro.
my
He
thing with
played
Danny
that
is this.
y'all didn't hear what I said. He
He
played with
played the
another center
four
in
in college
college.
and found the
Yeah,
big all day.
yeah,
My thing Danny need to work on, he got to toughen up a little
That's
bit
fair.
because when he get in
absolutely.
that paint, he has to be some kind of use.
I ain't
He
gonna
can't
lie.
just be
He right
he,
now he all finesse. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie. He
he
all
need to
finesse and
be
height.
listen, he need to just learn how to box out, get that rebound because if he get the rebound, he's a great outlet. You're right. He can
Very
pass.
great outlet.
So, but you got to get the ball first.
That's a
You
Right.
got
fact.
to, and
He
you
got
can't
it.
be 7 feet on the court and be useless.
He's
Well,
definitely
the
got
No,
to work
rebound
on the
inside. You
defense a
definitely got to
he
get
lot,
not
rebound.
but
useless, bro. Like
but
you
Well,
see
But
him
like
not
you
filling up the
can't.
useless, but
he
you know what
filling
I'm
up the stat
saying.
sheet in like
Yeah,
10
but
minutes,
you're
wait,
nigga.
not
He
wait.
getting
So
he
So
hold,
five for
so
five.
so hold
he's
on, hold
definitely
on.
got
So
to
what?
get stronger. That's for
So
sure.
hold on. So y'all rather him put on more weight and muscle
no,
and
no,
try to play the four opposed to trying to play the three
no.
defensively?
Rebound
I'm
is a
talking about.
mental state. Rebound
He
is
going he
like
going for that
that ball
five,
is
bro.
mine. You
Yeah,
know,
but
Cause
Man,
that
he's gonna
dog
play
but
the
what
is.
I'm
one.
saying is
he got to go for the
yeah.
five because defensively he ain't shit.
He's
So
But
I
what
just
I'm
gonna be
mean,
a
saying is,
7 foot point guard, man.
I'm trying to agree
basically
with y'all because I'm trying to agree with y'all. Y'all agree that he should be a point forward, a point like
a point center.
Point center, point
a
center. He's
point
not a
center,
forward. He has no athletic ability like that to be a forward. Point center.
a point center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he
Yep.
got to
Okay.
rebound. He got to rebound.
Yeah.
Listen, he got to rebound because if you're not
I'll be honest
athletic,
with you. If his rebounding get better, bro, we can move Claxton to the four.
right?
Well, no, come on, Lee. He's
Exactly.
not. Clax is not a four. I can't.
Exactly.
Come on,
Thank you,
no, no, no,
Lee.
no, 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 no.
You see him as
Thank
an
Claxton is
you,
not
anchor.
a
I
Lee.
don't
four,
know
bro.
if
Come
he's
on.
going anchor on defense.
You move Claxton so Wolf could play 25 to 30 games like Breeze alluded to. But right now you can't because you have Clowney, you have Dayron, and you have Claxton. One of them has to go by the trade deadline to make room for Wolf.
I
That's
think.
No,
just the
Hold
way
on.
it
yo,
has to be played.
listen, listen, listen. Hold on,
But
time
the
out, time
thing
out, time
is,
out.
John.
When you put Danny on the floor, bro, if you really want to maximize his talents, which looking like Jordy want to do, you're gonna have him bringing up the ball on offense, playing point guard, and you're gonna have him just trying to hide him in the paint somewhere on defense.
His dribble skill is
Basically,
nice, but it ain't that kind of nice.
Claxton and Zaire or somebody's gonna be having to help make up for him all the time.
His dribble skills are nice, but it ain't
and
that
that's all
nice.
right because ain't nobody. It's not that many fives that's gonna put pressure on him, bro. Like on the perimeter, bro. Like, he get in the paint or he put his hands up, bro. He should be all right because he gonna have weak side help, like Jay
Man,
was
did you
saying.
see what dude did to him earlier? Had him falling all on the floor at half court, stumbling, bumbling, and then Jordy had to call the timeout.
Hey,
Did you see that?
I did see that. But he ain't here for defense. He here to fill up the stat
No,
sheet
that
on
wasn't on
offense.
defense. He was bringing the ball up the court, and they was pressuring him, and he fell on the floor,
Hey,
stumbling, fumbling.
he got to get rid of that. That's rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, he's
You got
not
to get rid of that.
his dribbling skills is impressive, but it ain't
I
NBA
just don't think he
points.
need to show that much of it, bro. Like everything need to be quick. Listen, quick pass, move, invert screen and roll, bro. If this ain't Joker reincarnated, I don't know what the fuck is,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Like
what I'm
I ain't gonna
saying.
lie
But
to you.
Joker can rebound.
Yes, he
Believe it or
can.
not,
Joker.
Joker is a great rebounder.
Joker is a great rebounder, but like
So you
let's
saying
remind
Joker
ourselves.
off top? So you saying he could be better than Sengun?
No, I'm just saying that
But
he
we got to
need to
remind ourselves
develop
what
another
Joker was in
skill.
his rookie year as well, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he was. Come on, like it's definitely a growth that has to happen, bro. Like, we did not see 3 MVPs in 5 years, 8 years, 10 years ago, bro. Nobody saw that. Like, come on, bro. Like Danny, like if you look at how he fill up that Danny will fill up the stat sheet, that's how the league is going, bro. Like if you could fill up points, assists, rebounds quickly in 10 minutes, bro, like you gonna be on the court. It's
Yeah.
just that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah. He has potential. He has great potential.
Shit, Drake Powell already proved enough to me, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he
Defensively,
got dog in him.
he is everything as
He
advertised.
got dog
There's
in
there's
him.
there's there's nothing, there's no argument for me from what he could do.
And he's
None.
athletic. Don't get it around the rim. He will buff it. He's not gonna lay it down. He's just
Might
gonna.
be the most athletic dude on our team.
Yep. That's true.
That's
I hate to
crazy,
say
bro.
that.
I'm looking at Claxton and Noah Clowney. I'm like, what are y'all niggas doing?
Well, Claxton Buffett. He's gonna put it. He's gonna put it down.
God, bro,
But
like
Claxton will put it
put that
down.
nigga Claxton. But Claxton
That
gonna
pick
put
and
it down
roll.
on a
That pick and
run,
roll,
bro.
high pick and roll is
Yeah,
unstoppable.
on a running
Really.
lob. Yeah,
Yeah, it's unstoppable though. It's
I'ma buy
But then
Claxton
unstoppable.
some
no,
jump
it
shots.
ain't unstoppable because when they pick the defense up, bro, you pressuring the ball. All you gotta do, if all you gotta do is throw 2 6'8" niggas on the nigga that's 6'3", bro. Like basically, bro, you made the adjustment that you need to make defensively.
Then you kick it out.
I'ma buy
Then you
him and
kick it
Jalen
back
Wilson
out
some
and
jump
bring them
shots,
to the
man.
point. Bring them out.
Hey,
Run them jump
listen,
shots.
You gotta be versatile.
easier said than done, I guess.
It's effective with Cam Thomas because you have to double him or pick him up because he's gonna hit the outside shot.
But they double,
And
but they
even a
doubling
tough
the nigga.
shot.
But they
Even
doubling
if
the
you
nigga
put
before the.
somebody 6'10" on him,
But
he
they
will
doubling the
score.
nigga before. No, but
Yes, he
the
will
problem is
score.
they
He'll
doubling the
score.
nigga before the damn screen come.
Yeah, well, you
They
have to
sending
have another
they
person.
sending two before the. It ain't no other person. They making sure they trap within the first 2-3 seconds of him having the ball. Like one Mississippi, two Mississippi. We sending
Is
that other
trapping in
nigga.
preseason nasty work?
It's
No,
important that you have a guard. A guard for Jordy is very important.
I ain't on that Devin Booker shit, man. Send that help.
Yo, he juked the shit out of Devin Booker on that
Yes, he
baseline. That was
did.
cold.
Yes, he did.
That was cold.
He showed his skill level.
On the
Didn't
baseline, I seen
Yeah.
that.
he? On this, that was impressive.
Devin Booker said we ain't doubling out here, and yes
After
we
that,
is. Nigga.
they call timeout.
Yeah. You damn right they called timeout.
Wait a minute, this motherfucker.
Bro,
They
the
thought
game.
about
I'm telling you, bro. The game.
They wasn't going to do it in the first half, and then they went in that locker room at halftime. They're like,
They
maybe
said,
we
"Nah,
need to
you
double
just."
this nigga Tam Thomas." Like,
It was like,
get
yeah,
ball.
and coach was like, "All right, F it, bro. Just send the 6'8" niggas out there, bro. Go ahead, go ahead, do what you got to
Yeah,
do."
it's so bad. It's so easy to stop this team on offense. Just
It's
defense.
a shame
Yeah.
that you have one player that can demand that kind of attention.
No, it is.
It really
but
is, and it's not.
they
And it's not
overlook him,
Cam
bro.
It's a
I'm
Thomas'
lot.
telling you.
fault.
Listen,
It's a
if
lot of teams that got that though.
bro, if Yegor, Ben Saram, Drake Powell had a stat line like Cam Thomas today, this whole panel will be going bananas.
Yes, because it would be different for Cam.
If
too.
them niggas had 24 minutes, yeah, shit, you damn right.
I will say this: Drake Powell needs to be in our bench unit. I mean, this guy has the athleticism, the height, and the defense. Offense that could be figured out, but he needs minutes. It would be a shame if this guy has to be regulated to the G League just because we have Terrence Mann or a vet on this team.
Who needs
Make
minutes,
room.
John?
Nah, Drake Powell should be
Powell,
right
man.
after Cam
He
Thomas
should be
in
getting
the
minutes.
shooting guard chart. You know, Cam Thomas #1 shooting guard, Drake Powell #2 shooting guard. He should get 20 to
Breezy. Hey,
25 minutes.
Breezy,
I'm
you
giving
know what
Drake
I
Powell
noticed
25
about you,
minutes a
bro?
game.
Hey,
I'm like,
real quick,
hit me
real
up
quick.
after the trade
Hey, let
deadline
me
and
ask
ask me if
Breeze
that
something.
nigga ain't starting and your man's
Breeze,
ain't here no more.
hold on, real quick. Let me ask Breeze something. Hold on, let me
Bro,
ask
I ain't
Breeze
doing all
something.
that.
Yeah.
I don't see why both. I don't see why they can't
Oh,
coexist when Cam Thomas play
Breeze,
next to
I
every
low key.
teammate
Hey, let
in
me
a
ask
good
you a
way.
question. Hold on, let me ask Breezy a question. Breezy, I low key get the feeling that you think like Drake Powell is coming for Cam Thomas' spot. Is like you like is that what I'm getting? Like you like
Nah,
nah.
definitely.
Cam Thomas is a shooting guard. Drake Powell gonna back him
No.
up. Drake
No,
Powell
no,
not.
no. It's not. It's not that. It's more the fact that these players that y'all talking about, like Drake Powell, they good enough to be the two guard, even the starting two guard for the Brooklyn Nets. It's not about whether or not he taking his spot. It's about the coexisting part of it. Not whether or not he better than him, but can he play next to Drake Powell? Can Drake Powell play next to him? You know what I'm saying? Can they fit as teammates on the same rotation? And I think they could. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think we replaced Cam Thomas' elite scoring. And I think when we look at what he specifically did, it was we had no dry spots in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, if we needed
So
a
you so
bucket, we
you
could
don't
go to
you
Cam.
don't look
Hold
at him as a threat to take the two spot from Cam?
on. No, I don't think he does. I don't think
I don't
nobody
think
does
nobody does.
what Cam Thomas did in the fourth quarter. I think Cam Thomas is able to score in the fourth quarter better than anybody on the team.
Right, but
If you need a
let's just say
That
hypothetically
is
thinking,
true. The problem is we
hypothetically
steal
thinking. Hold
some
on,
shit.
real quick. Hypothetically thinking, if Drake Powell puts it together offensively, do
Mhm.
you think he's a threat to take Cam Thomas's spot at the two? Being that
uh
he can play defense, he has the size
mhm.
and all
But
the
who
other
coming off the
attributes.
but who coming off the bench for that's what I'm saying. I'm not putting him in a situation early, especially if he coming off an injury as a rookie. Like coming into the season, they slow. I think he missed the first game and he coming to the second game.
Mm.
I'm not putting a lot of minutes on him to
The
where he's
only
taking
way
Cam
Drake
Thomas
Powell
spot.
does that,
Hold on. I'm not talking about because of his skill set, because Joey make a lot of good points. But I'm just saying because going from a 28 game season to an 82 game season, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like
It's a
he'll be
different
injury
monster.
prone if we give him that many minutes. And again, the physicality in the NBA is different from college too, because you playing with grown men more than you are, what I'm saying, in college. So I'm saying that to say I'm not going to put him in a situation where he's going to be injured. So I'm not going to,
Mm.
even if he does, let's say he deserved 30
I don't
minutes.
think I like
I
that
would,
answer, Breeze.
I'll get, huh?
Here's why I don't like that answer, because one, I get it. You would think that way if he just came the first couple of games. I get it. The beginning of
Right,
the
right.
season, yes. But you're not going to do that all 82 seasons with a young guy who just got into the league. He's young. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's supposed to be conditioned to play basketball, my guy.
yeah.
So
He
him
already
getting
Yeah,
conditioned.
hurt,
but 28 to
you being
82,
scared he's going to get
that's the
hurt,
big
bro.
difference.
Everybody's pro can get hurt when they're playing basketball.
Yeah,
So
but it is a big difference between NBA and college now.
And I
true,
don't,
Well,
I
but
don't
I mean,
see, I don't
you
think
don't
he
say
leaped
I'm gonna give you don't
hold
say
on, to
I'm
be
only gonna give
specific,
him
Joey.
this many minutes because he coming off an injury from college.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no. I
no,
wouldn't
and to
say
be
that.
and to be specific, player for player, he's not a better player than Cam Thomas
Well,
No,
he's
not
not an
right
elite
take his
now.
spot.
scorer. He's
Not
To
not.
right
He
take his
didn't
now.
show
spot
that yet.
no,
He
no, I'm
never
saying this
did.
rookie season, he's not going. No, in this
the only
contract year
way
for
he
Cam
taking
Thomas,
his
hold on,
spot is if Cam Thomas is not on the team.
bro,
Yeah, that's
in
true.
contract year for Cam Thomas, I'm not putting him in no situation where he's not
He's
getting
not
minutes
getting
because of Drake Powell. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? He had clarity on the post game. I don't know if y'all seen it. They asked him, about the assists and how well he's been doing with that. He said, "Yeah, primarily I'm a scorer. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm
But
gonna make
Breeze,
a
I'm
smart
not even
play
really
and I'm gonna
talking
pass
about
the
as
ball
far
if
as
I
taking
could."
his spot, as far as him taking his spot in the lineup. What I'm saying taking his spot is he if he progresses enough this season and shows enough promise, especially offensively, the Nets might have a different mindset and be like, you know what? We can move on from Cam Thomas and we got Drake Powell and let's just move in that direction.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they
a
could say that.
possibility. That's
They
a
could say
that's a
that.
possibility. But we gotta see.
We got
Because
to
I
see him
know I
do it.
know Cam
We
Thomas
got
is
to
a
see
hard
it.
act to follow,
Well,
regardless
word up.
of what
He
he
got to
does.
show me something. He's
Yeah,
got to
like
show me
regardless of what
something,
he does,
boy.
Cam Thomas is a hard act to follow. And again, to your point, Joey, Cam Thomas as a rookie had 2 game winners, one versus the Spurs,
You
one
got to
versus
show
the
me you
Knicks.
got a cold heart to take that
You know what
last
I'm saying?
shot.
Beat the Knicks as a rookie. I seen Cam Thomas beat the Knicks as a rookie. You do that, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can he do that? Can he beat the Knicks as a rookie? Can he score 16 points in the fourth quarter? Can he beat the
When it really
team
count.
rival?
When it
The,
really
the,
count.
yeah, like, can he do that? That's what I'm saying. As a rookie, these are stats that he did as a rookie. If he gonna take Cam Thomas' spot, do what Cam Thomas did and more.
I don't
Don't
know.
just
I'm not
be
saying that he can't, but
I
benefiting
think
just
with the
because
I'll be
the
honest
Brooklyn
with
Nets
you.
are at odds with Cam Thomas on the business side.
I don't
it's,
think he has to do as much as Cam Thomas. I just think he has to be going in the right trajectory.
I
And
think
if he's
that then
ahead of
you
schedule,
rolling dice. Then you rolling dice.
I mean, we rolling dice at we
All
drafted
right. So
five
then,
first
all
round
right.
picks, nigga. We
All right.
already in the dice game. Nigga,
Okay. All right. So then let's
we,
keep it
nigga,
rolling then. Yeah.
yeah,
Get rid of Cam Thomas and
we
fuck
still
it.
playing
no,
catch up,
Fuck
bro. We
it. The
trying to out
team be
hustle
fucked
niggas
up.
that's
listen,
3 years
guys,
behind
from
us.
I'm not
now,
saying.
3 years
Listen,
from now, he has a ring, and we be sitting here
I'm
looking
just hypothetically.
stupid
But
I'm
he
just
ain't gonna
hypo.
have a ring as the nigga
because they're
that you
gonna
want him
trade
to be.
him.
I'm just
They're gonna trade
hypothetically
him
thinking,
somewhere
right? I'm just
where
hypothetically
it's
thinking
possible.
because what I'm hypothetically thinking. I'm not saying this is what I want to happen. I'm not saying
Oh,
this is what's going to happen. All I'm saying is the Nets can go a lot of different directions
yeah, they could.
depending on how these players pan out.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. Yeah,
So I'm not saying, but because it is a possibility
it is a possibility. It's
If Drake
always a
Powell
possibility.
is if Drake Powell is ahead of schedule, that kind of makes Cam even more
Well,
expendable.
my thing is
Yeah, but that's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying.
already
But when I
show it.
had a schedule like again, so you saying that Drake Powell by the end of the season, you see him as a shot creator? Because that's what we would be missing more than anything. We already
I
give the
mean, he
upside.
looked like he could
We already
create a.
give the
He looked like he
upside.
could create a shot in the preseason. I mean, I know it's a preseason game, but he looked pretty like he could create a shot.
Okay, let's see.
I don't, so again, you would still be minus in a shot created for shot created. Will we be at the same place where we was with Cam Thomas? That's one shot creator. We would still need a second shot creator. So why not keep both of them and then have two shot creators? You feel what I'm saying?
I'd
Like,
rather I,
yo, you
I'd
shot
rather have
creators is
all. I'd
important
rather
for
have an all
championship
around
rosters.
nigga, some shooters and some dunkers, niggas. Like the
Bro,
hell
I'm
with
not
that.
saying don't be all around. I'm just saying that specific thing. If you don't have that, then it's gonna be hard to win. You're trying to be one dimensional with teams in the playoffs, bro. They gonna lock that shit down. That's why AI couldn't get out of Philly. It was only one shot creator. You need
Hey, we
more than
one
one
That's
shot
dimensional
true.
creator.
now. So I mean, it's shit. I mean, it's basically
How many shot
no matter
creators
what
we
Okay,
got?
corner you
okay. So
One.
turn,
if
no
Cam,
matter what corner you
if
turn, it's
That's
a
Cam is
brick
on the
wall at
floor,
the end.
hold on,
no,
real
You just
quick.
got to
no.
figure out a
So
way to
No,
so
it's
if
both
we
do
not.
that
putting
shit.
Drake
Nah,
at the three,
no. Listen, that's why Wolf is so important. Wolf is important because he takes you out of that situation. Because now you got someone who could score inside the 3-point line. A lot of Jordy Fernandez offense is above the 3-point line. You get Wolf in the mix, you can score inside the 3-point
Well,
line. That's a
well,
fact.
we need to look and see what Igor can bring to the table because you not picked eighth in the top 10 and be useless.
Yes, you
That's
are.
not good.
Yes, you
You
are.
got to show something.
You
I
want to
don't
look at
think
the
Drake
history? You
Powell
want to
You
is
look
a
at
got
the
to.
three.
history,
I don't
Scotty? You
think.
want to look at the history of the eighth pick, bro? I can remind you again.
All right, we want to
Hey,
find out though,
to
because
Bra
that's
in
where
the chat.
Sean's job is laid at.
I
I
think
Other
mean,
than,
well,
I'm just
Sean
saying.
Job gonna be saved by Danny Wolf, bro. You just watch.
to
Okay,
Bra in the
I
chat.
hope so.
I think Drake Powell is a 2-3. I don't think he's just a three. I think he's a 2-3. I think he's interchangeable at any of those both of those
I think if you
positions.
put
He's a
him at the
three and D. He's a three and
if you
D.
put him at the three, bro, like then you asking him to do a lot more extra shit, bro. Like I think at the two, he has a singular role, bro. Like listen, guard that nigga right there that's scoring, and on the other end, bro, be athletic, finish the plays, spot up and shoot. At the three, you gonna
Run
have
the
to do a
floor,
lot more.
dunk on niggas, shit like
Yeah,
that.
at the three, you gonna have to do a lot more extra shit because these threes that's coming in the league, these niggas is not 6'6". These niggas is 6'9", 6'10", and they
But
about to
he might be interchangeable though.
He's a
man.
two
Listen,
three.
I think he might be
I
interchangeable.
look in in this formula and the players that we got going forward, bro. Like I think he's solid at the two. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
he's solid at the two, but he can play the three in some instances.
The
Because the thing
question,
is, what happens is, bro, like the veterans is gonna get in the way of the other shit, and I'm gonna tell you how. We was talking about having them play alongside this person, that person. The reason why I have them at the two is because we still got veterans, bro. Like we trying to raise their stock for other niggas to have, so we
We
can
got
get
a
younger
lot of threes
pieces.
on this team.
Yes, we do.
We
Exactly.
do.
We do got a lot of threes on this team, and it's a lot of them niggas, bruh, that's mid as hell, bruh. Like the second that they get in the game, mid, mid, bruh.
So you telling me they be having a mid off in
Bruh,
Mid
the
off.
mid off that they be having,
in
bruh, like it's,
practice?
bruh. Oh my
Right,
god,
but
bruh.
hold on. But that's why in the draft, I know y'all give, you know what I mean. Y'all talk about whoever y'all talk about, but I like AJ for the Nets because I think we could with the mid three, we could look past that with AJ at the three. I think he had 3 or 4. Which is that true?
Yeah, I think he at three. I think he'll be at three, but based on the size of all the other fours that's about to come in the league, but I wouldn't mind having Cambuza, but AJ DeBonsa, I gravitate a little bit more because like with his athleticism and Drake Powell's athleticism, to me, I like that, especially with Drake Powell. Excuse me, not with Drake Powell, with Danny Wolf about to get crazy minutes. The second that we get clacks the hell up off this team, bro, like we gonna be all right. You know, we're gonna have a nice little young
Yeah, he
team,
just
man.
shitted on my man Clax when he had a career preseason game. That's
I
crazy.
don't want to hear that shit, man. You wanted that nigga going too, man. Get him up out of here. I want to hear none of that shit. Talking about that nigga not having no mid range. He need to be finishing, bro. Hell with that mid range. Dunk on the nigga.
Hey man, he got that left hook, man.
No, now you trolling, bro. You ain't got no damn left hook. Hate that damn shot. He tried to teach Dayron that shot in practice. That nigga Dayron like, yo, this shit don't work, huh?
He got that
Hell
little
on.
push shot too. That little push.
That shit is nasty. I hate it. I hate it. One of you niggas don't turn into Giannis already, bro. Like, get out of my face. Come on, man.
I told you I gotta get him some jump soles, man. Get his
Yeah,
Nigga
legs
got
but
right.
nigga
nah,
got
but
it.
I think
Nigga got to get some wingspan and some hands, nigga.
listen, I just want to
Start
say,
doing
man,
some
out of all
squats.
of the players, y'all love to talk about how Cam Thomas should be traded. Let me tell y'all something. Jalen Wilson, Tyrese Maxey, Fanbo, Tyson Etienne, Zaire Williams, Terrence Mann, all of them deserve to be traded before Cam
We
Thomas.
cutting
Trade
a lot of dead
all of
weight off
no,
for
yeah,
sure.
trade all of
You
those
said,
players
hey, did
before
y'all
you
hear what
trade
Sean
Cam
Marks
Leave
said?
Thomas.
Zaire out of that, bro.
No,
Like
no,
You
no,
that
heard what
nigga,
serious.
Sean
Like,
Marks said in
that
that.
nigga
I
earned
give
his
you
contract.
Zaire.
Hey, y'all
I
heard
give
what
you
Sean Marks
Zaire,
said
but
in that interview.
all those other players, they got to get
Sean
traded
Marks
before.
said in his last interview,
Them niggas ain't got no trade value. That's the problem.
real quick. Sean Marks said in his last interview, we are looking forward to see who's going to be the next Brooklyn Nets. So that tells me that a lot of these niggas' jobs that's on this fucking roster ain't safe. Their contracts also tell me they ain't safe. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
So, oh no, they gonna have to prove it if they want to be here and be on this team.
They about to send AJ DeBonsa to Utah, bro. I
Kobe
already know
Buffkin.
it. You watch. Just to let him stay there.
I'm gonna be mad as hell if he go there.
Everybody gonna be mad as hell. Them niggas is kind of older number one overall pick because they never had one.
Who?
Nah, we ain't. Nah, that we
Utah.
need to get that, son. Let's come to Brooklyn, son.
We get that and add that to Kenya Martin and goddamn Derek Coleman, and
I'm
them
gonna
niggas
smack.
gonna
Word of mouth. If
and
we
them
don't get a
niggas gonna
top
be
three,
sitting at a round table 20 years later talking about how their best moment was getting drafted. I don't want to hear that
I
shit.
catch Silver. I catch Silver at the Barclays. I'm cursing him out if we don't get no top three
Nigga,
picks
you need
next
to
year.
throw a tangerine at that nigga neck, bro.
At his
Aim
scoop
that shit
ball, I'm
like you
at his little
pitch.
scoop ball head. I'm gonna hit him with a
Yeah,
cup of
aim that
soda.
shit like you pitching for the Baltimore Orioles, nigga. Like for real, fastball, 100 miles. Put a 101 on it, bro. I don't want no curve, no mix up in that shit. No change up, no nothing. Fastball right down
Yo,
the
but y'all
middle.
heard what Joe said. Joe Sal, I mean, they saying that he's saying we gonna tank, man. Like they understand the assignment this year.
Yeah, they gonna force it because they gonna play. What's gonna happen is Cam Thomas and the veterans, bro. They gonna get a bulk of the minutes early on in like the first 20, 25 games. They gonna look at the take one look at the record and one look at how niggas is playing. They gonna be like, wait, hold up, y'all niggas compete? Nah,
Nah,
we ain't doing that.
to be fair, I don't think we gonna win a lot, even if we try. Here's why: it's because we have a lot of young, inexperienced guys on this team. And I don't. I think the veterans we had last year were a little bit better than the veterans that we have this year. So I
You
don't
think
really
so?
see it.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Terrence
Schroeder,
Mann is not that bad.
he's not that bad, but is he better than Schroeder?
No, Schroeder's been on fire for a couple of years.
Yeah, I think Schroeder is a better.
I was saying that beginning of the year, and people were saying
Bro,
Schroeder is
Schroeder played his
garbage.
best basketball as a net, bro.
He
Like
been
over here.
playing. He was playing well in the summer before he came
Of
to the
course, he was
Nets.
playing well in the
No,
summer.
I'm
Nigga, he
just
was playing
saying.
for Germany, which all the niggas that he had a chemistry
So,
with. But that's
but
where it stops.
He looked good.
But
he
bro,
Of
looked
course, he
good,
looked
man.
good in the summer.
we
Well,
gotta.
see, as a point guard, you don't have to score a lot of points to be good.
I'm not trying to make this about Schroeder. What I'm saying is we got a very, very young team.
Yeah,
Our
that's true.
veterans, the oldest guys on this team is like 27, 28 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This team is
Yeah.
very young.
Yes,
It's
it is.
about to get younger.
A lot of our players are inexperienced.
So they're going to phase out in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
so I
That's
mean,
what you're
even
saying.
if Jordy really want to win, I don't really seeing us win that much because of the learning curve and the inexperience.
Well, if he run them legs, because they're young, and run, you can win 30 games.
If he run them legs, bro, them niggas is gonna break in half, bro. Like that, bro. Like they because
That's
they
another thing. That's another thing. You're going to accumulate injuries throughout the season.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
gonna like the more and more you run, the more wear and tear you gonna put on these niggas. Because remember,
But
they got
you're gonna have a lot of draft. Somebody's going in the G League. Everybody ain't going on the bench.
So who
Some
going
of
to the
these
G
players
League,
are
Doc?
going in the G League. You pull them up. Some of
Man,
these draft
listen.
picks you got, it's going to be in the G League.
listen. As long
Who going to
as
the
it ain't Drake Powell, Danny Wolf, and Nolan Trey, I'm cool.
Somebody's going to be in there.
The rest of them niggas can skedaddle, bro. Like I
The
can
numbers
fall.
are not counting. The numbers are not,
Well, Nolan Trey already made his way to the start lineup with Cam Thomas, bro. So like, if you telling me if you want to tell me,
we got
bro,
to see
that
what Yeager do.
Yeager's injured, he gonna have to go to. He gonna have to go down
mean
there.
shit though, because Saraf started last.
Saraf could, right.
So Rap started last game, bro, because it was goddamn Middle Eastern night, bro. Like that's why, bro. Like stop it.
No, you got to see what they can do, man. You got to see what these guys can do.
Man, we already
So
know
you
what they
telling
can
me
do.
Trey Young gonna start next game when we play the Suns?
I say Trey Young is a better bet to start, bro, than Saraf is.
He had Trey
He's
Young
definitely a better bet to start more than Yeager is because Yeager is hurt, bro. Like if you look down the list, the point guard pool of our team, bro, like realistically, Nolan Trayor is probably the best bet. Ben Saraf just don't have he don't have them capabilities yet, bro. Like if we really want to go forward and move forward with this whole process of quote unquote tanking. Then Nolan Trayor, which is one of the rookies, bro, we got to put up in there. Yeager is not available right now. It's just that.
All right, man. So who's the odd man now? Who's Cook, man? Timmy, Jalen Wilson.
Timmy is out. All them niggas that y'all was trying to get hint last year, bro, that they was gonna be pieces to the team, bro. All them niggas is out. Get all them niggas is out. All them G League niggas that Ice like, bro. All them niggas is out.
Iceman and Timmy.
All them G League niggas that Ice like is out of there, bro.
All
Get
them
them out
G League niggas that Ice scouted.
Yeah, all them niggas that Ice scouted.
No, he
bro.
might
Get
go
them
back
out
to
of
the
there.
G League. He might go back.
Get them out.
To the G League.
Get them up out of there. All these niggas pour soda. I'm pouring soda on the wound on the way out too, bro.
That's
Like
fucked
dead
up.
serious. Get out.
Ice like Timmy. I like
I
Timmy
still
too.
like Timmy, bro, but Timmy is a good basketball player. He's just
I like Timmy
whether he's a good NBA basketball player. That's
a
questionable.
different story.
That's a different story, bro. What I say to that, bro, that's an easy solution. Get that nigga up out of here. Get him up out of here. I'm pouring soda on the wound just because he was promoting them too. Get him up out of there. Blood in it, bro. Like I'm pouring mad salt, bro. Like just wasting it. Ugh, get him out.
So what about Etienne? We getting rid of him too?
Get him out.
No, he on a two-way.
Oh, he got one of the 2 ways.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he is. But get him out anyway.
They hoping Fanbo or Grant Nelson get the other
I
forgot about Grant Nelson. Grant Nelson is all right.
He got one arm though. He ain't got no.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he a one-hand bandit. I ain't gonna lie, he is.
I thought they would have played Fambo.
That nigga is a one-hand bandit.
I thought they were gonna play Fambo when they was in China.
They played Fambo. The nigga Fambo was just stinking it up, bro. Like, cause he just got off injury.
Yeah, he just got off injury. Yeah, but on that note, I'm about to close out. You know what I'm saying? Shout everybody out. We ain't got that much time. I'm on my breezy. You know what I'm saying? Close out at 2 hours. So y'all know my motto. Y'all don't have to like. Y'all don't have to subscribe because I don't know anything. You heard, and we out.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Definitely. But get all them G League